Are those everything crackers?
Okay, we're about to go live, everybody.
No.
Let's go. Focus. Align your chi.
Let's go away.
Don't forget the date.
Let's go away. Let's go away.
1, 2.
July 15th, 2022. This is the Red Light District Show. Holla!
Yeah.
It's Friday, it's payday, and there's no other place you'd rather be. This week on the Red Light District Show, we will go over
Something.
Paul is dead.
Who?
Paul is dead. The theory that Paul McCartney died back in 1966.
That's why they stopped touring. It's got to be.
The top 10 weirdest music conspiracies. We will do tier 2, part 2 of the conspiracy iceberg. And we have a special guest. Stefan, who's that special guest?
Hey, tonight we are having Danielle Oberosler coming in, who's a world famous tattoo artist. And she's going to be talking about her new book. And she's going to be sharing some of her experiences with the paranormal experience that she did have with us tonight.
All this and more. Plus, we're going to get into Suzanns' life a little bit and how she just got hacked. And is Isaac's relationship already on the rocks? We're about to find out. The cast from left to right. Mega celebrity, universally known.
Thank you.
Stefan Brigatti.
Oh. Hey, thank you, everybody.
Google it.
Good to be
On
here.
the ones and twos, Chris Barang from Island Roots Entertainment. Sparkle and Shine herself, Suzanne Sweet Ann. My man, Isaac Ice.
Nice Bino.
And the great Ice Bino. And Sean Smart.
You got it right.
Freshly back
Yeah.
from his vacation, everybody.
Welcome back, Sean.
Back from Hawaii and Indiana.
Close.
Well, we're talking about
Illinois.
a culture clash.
Nope. The Show Me State,
Show me them titties.
Missouri.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, dude,
Sorry.
there's no titties in Missouri.
Oh, he went
And I am your host, Tim Amoroso, and we're going to do our best at our entertainment. A little bit of comedy, a little bit of music, and a lot of bit of realness. I want to go into... Isaac, what happened?
I have low patience of bullshit. Really?
Are you guys broken up?
No. It's okay.
So it would be 3 weeks when this airs.
So here's the thing, right? She has an MO of like,
An MO.
yeah,
Damn.
she has an MO of picking. I want to say, I have to
So
be very careful what I say.
Are you profiling her because she has this MO?
No, because we're all different and we all have to adapt to people's, how they react.
Craziness,
right?
absolutely.
Right. So I really care for this person. So I'm okay with dealing with some things to a certain degree. So let's just fast forward to today
Okay.
before the show.
Like 20 minutes before.
I'm worked up and you guys are working me up on my pants.
Not me. I didn't.
Well,
I was just asking you
let's-
questions.
Well,
I just said they were fake torn. That's it.
when someone attacks
a little
you,
weird on you.
When someone attacks you about your
Pants?
health and your fitness, and
Oh,
when you
okay.
take things seriously, you wouldn't know anything about this, but when people attack you, when you're doing a conscious decision to better yourself.
What are you talking about specifically?
Well, she said I made a joke about how I snore and have sleep apnea, and that transferred over to her that I'm an unhealthy person. And that she has.
And that pissed you off?
Oh yeah, because I'm like, dude, I don't go fucking. You think I fucking go to the gym like 4 times a week at minimum and fucking work out for God knows no reason, just because I want to do that, or I try to eat not as junkish foods because I maybe don't want to be fat anymore, right? I'm sick and tired of being fat. Yeah,
So she tells you. So she messages you.
yeah.
In the
she decision to be a better person and healthy, and I go, "Oh shit, me too." Like, what the fuck? Just
But
because...
you sent her a message warning her about your horrible stuff. What did you text her?
No, she was over last night, and I told her, "Hey, I've been told that I snore," and so like, do I snore? Okay, how would you know that?
Because you fell asleep on her.
Sucking that dick.
You suck the soul out of your dick, dude.
So
Put you to sleep.
So I told her,
How
hey,
does Isaac's soul taste?
minty.
Minty, what the fuck?
Like
You better get that
frosting.
checked
Like
out.
frosting.
Don't just worry about your sleep
So,
apnea.
so I told her, hey, but I'll make accommodations for it. I'll put a noise machine on or whatever, a fan. I'll make it work because I know
A
you need your
noise
sleep.
machine?
Yeah, whatever.
White noise.
Yeah, whatever.
Hold on, let me get out my noise machine for you, honey.
Yeah, well, I sleep with rain sounds, right? So or ocean sounds.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god. That's Yeah.
So I wasn't gonna be with them. Oh hell, that's fine. It's the
Then
case.
you threw that out.
Sleep apnea.
Okay, now
And
we're
you're
talking.
How much closer I'd be? And that's the single shit
Maybe
breaking
she.
up
What did I say about the mic?
Chris can't hear you.
still.
Talking to.
Talking good, and then you turn your head to talk to him, and that's
I'm not.
Doesn't eat his mic to talk.
You're showing the pants. Look at those are the pants.
ladies and gentlemen, these are his scuffed up, fucked up, perfectly
Are
destroyed
you trying to get her?
pants.
What are you doing over there, Isaac?
Are you upset? Like that just upset you that much?
Well, no.
And you're saying that
on
only
top
white
of
people have
No,
it?
on top of that, you guys were fucking with me with my pants. That pushed me up to the next tier of fucking pissing offiness.
Piss offiness.
Yeah, pissing offiness. And then we
Why?
have fucking pig offiness over here with all this fucking food. Why is she sitting next to me? Why?
Because
'Cause-
I don't want to sit on that other chair.
Why? Do you have a problem with Stefan?
No, it's my back.
Yeah, you broke it.
No, I didn't.
You broke it.
You would break it if you sat over there.
Trust me, if I
Your
sat
ass is
there,
100 times bigger.
Okay, so she ends up that you don't think that this is just silly?
it is. That's why I don't care.
Sounds like you.
So you're just gonna break up with her?
Probably. If she texts me some bullshit, it's like Sasuke.
So did you do a whole long thing?
Yeah,
And she hasn't replied to that
she's
yet?
working.
She's not coming over tonight to come
Oh,
talk to you
absolutely
about
not.
it.
I wouldn't even want her to come over.
Wait, you wrote a whole long message reply? about
Yeah, I
that?
had to fucking put her on check. They'd be like, don't be fucking over here telling me I'm not healthy and shit.
Sean,
Captain Blumpkin.
go get Oliver.
Was he out front?
Yeah.
Tell him,
Have him sit right here.
tell him if he's not bringing a cake, don't even come.
Yeah.
All right, so that's just are you ready to just say goodbye?
No, I mean, listen, again.
Are you gonna be sad?
No, absolutely not.
Well, this is like the
think
first
you
girl,
are.
but like
You're pretty upset.
Well, no, here, I am upset because here's the thing, right? You want, once you, for me, you get the mindset of like, okay, I want to actually be in a relationship with someone that actually wants to be with me. She seems like she wants to be with me, but then she's doing all this shit. So it's like, okay, that's why I don't give too much emotion in the beginning, because I remember I learned from a long time ago, when you do that and you fall in love with somebody and you say certain things,
So you're in love with her?
no, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
There could be a possibility, sure, in the future, who knows? But not with this shit going on. And so what I started to
how hard
understand
is it
as I
for
get older is that you date
Why you
somebody, you
gonna
have
leave
to
me
see
like
what
that?
their traits are, how they blend,
What
how
I
they
do to
blend
you?
with you, what you accept, what they accept from you. But if they pull some shit like this, you check them and say,
Okay,
hey,
love you.
that's not cool. You're disrespecting me, and I don't like
people
that.
tell me
If
I
you
deserve
can't handle
better,
that,
but I don't
then kick
want
bricks. I'm not
nobody
gonna
else.
deal with
I
that.
yo,
want you.
my wife's on some shit.
Sure, I love
lately.
her.
I was fucking heated all goddamn day.
Did you put her on check or what? You're about
I
to?
haven't said nothing yet.
You're about to though.
I am.
Yeah.
Because I had enough. Like I don't want you walking around. Don't fuck with my energy. Don't fuck with my peace. She walks around the house, like all like upset,
For what?
like 3-4 times a week. I'm sorry, I'm a shitty husband, dude. That's what I told her.
What did you do?
I didn't do shit.
What is she mad about?
That's what
Okay,
she
so-
didn't do anything.
Last night, the baby's waking up, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I put the pacifier in his mouth, and she goes, he needs to eat. But it's just like a window still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, let's just, because he has his eyes shut. Like, there's.
He's a very cute
norm-
kid. Very
Thank
cute.
you,
baby.
I appreciate
He
it.
has the cutest laugh too.
That is real
It's
fucking
very
cute. huh?
fucking funny. He's a little.
I'll play that shit in a little bit. Finn, no, out.
He's already gone. The door's open.
All right. What's up, Oliver? Come sit down. We're recording already. Yeah, sit right there.
Is that gonna,
Well, good to see you.
is that gonna magically open up into a cake? No.
You need cake, you fat fuck. You know you do.
Here,
Damn.
give him my. All right. So
I see all your cakes on Facebook and you're not gonna.
Said you were bringing a cake.
No, I can't put it in a suitcase.
Warning,
All right,
you're
hold on,
fat.
let
The
me-
least person that
I'll
needs to
get-
talking about cake.
I'm gonna get to
You are
him.
on the top. Unhealthy.
Oh, all right. So she So she was like, "Oh, you need," and so I was just like putting the pacifier in his mouth, and then she bang and shit into the dresser, and then she feeds him, and then she just like gives me this death eye.
For what?
Because she like when it comes to the kid, it's like her way, no way. She knows everything. I know nothing. I need to follow her lead. Cool. I try to be like, just go relax. I'm over that shit. Yeah. What's up?
Just to clarify, so you were putting the pacifier. She said,
It's a matter of 3 to 5 seconds. Of course, it's already falling back to sleep. So it's not like he was like crying, and I'm
With the mother, he's gonna wake up in 15 minutes again, wanting to eat.
Oh,
Oh, that black eye.
Take it out my piss.
that's you.
One.
It is.
Yeah, so good. Oh, okay, just want to make sure.
Just want to make sure
no,
your wife
15.
watches it.
And she will, and she knows, and get a earful. Oh yeah, I'm so sure that's the way it goes. I'm doing that right now.
That's why her sweater's out, or you threw it out here, all mad at her.
I don't even know what the
Throw
fuck
your
that guy.
sweater out of here.
So wait, let's talk about your.
Yeah, it's like,
Is it like, is it surprising that?
no, man, we have electricity.
Oh, you have
Yeah,
electricity?
and
Oh.
teeth, you know, and shoes and shit. Yeah.
Do you guys have houses or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
all farms?
It's well, it's half and half.
Oh, it
I
is.
go across the railroad tracks. There's houses, and then we like throw rocks at the guys in the barns.
So when you make your cakes, because
Yeah,
you're like a master chef, a real master chef.
Culinary pastry, yeah.
So when you make your cakes, are they like, look at that faggot weren't making cakes. He's not milking cows like us.
No, man. I don't live in.
Get right there.
I don't live in the rural, like I don't live out in the sticks.
You know?
Like it's city. You know what I'm saying? It's,
Oh, it is city?
Yeah. I mean, it's 1.5 million in
Oh.
the city.
We built ball bats and
Yeah.
yeah.
Kentucky Derby, all the bourbons they build Super Duty trucks.
We're listening to
Yeah.
the show
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I know one time.
Damn.
One time I sent you something, man, because I was going through this fucked up breakup, and you guys were clowning the shit out of me, man. Just because of
We
the
gotta find
setup,
it.
You know, it was like,
Listen, nothing works better than going through a breakup and coming on the show. It's great.
yeah, I was like,
Fucking
why not send this
fantastic.
guy? Because I felt like I could, talk to him, and he's like, let me tell you what this guy texted.
Yeah.
This
This motherfucker. Look what he
guys
said right
roasted
here.
This shit out of me.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like,
Okay, so this girl's going through some relationship
yeah.
troubles right now. And, like, I would definitely want to. How is your relationship going?
Well, she just said he won't take the trash out, so that's not good.
Today or like in general?
Just in general.
I mean,
Did you guys have your court on Tuesday
no, it's on the 12th.
of this month? So
For when you ran into the ocean?
No, this
No,
is
that's
from
been done.
for the domestic.
Oh.
is that from the original one or a new one?
A new,
Oh shit!
How long you been together?
like 6 months.
Oh, so
How many times has the policeman called?
Too many times you count.
For me, 0. And I'm already gonna break up with her.
So like, you're like trying to give me advice. You realize that?
Hey, I have first-hand experience.
Of what? How to have a fucked up relationship?
Yeah, I'm very much aware of it.
yeah, blocking your fist with your face. Yeah, that's great.
That's firsthand. Like,
Hey, don't come at me.
I'll block you with my head.
There's like so much. Like I remember coming off the show last week, and I was so fucking just mind blown. Like I am in fear that my kid or either one of my sons are gonna marry someone or be in a relationship with someone like you.
The fear is not.
Yes,
the right
it's
direction.
you. It's
What,
you.
horror?
No.
What?
No, look at me in my eyes. It's you.
No, it isn't.
For one, you said, "Oh, when I tell you to take out the trash, bitch, you're not saying nothing. I'm the
Yeah,
alpha
I
male."
will.
No, in a Tim
When it's
Amoroso
my house
household,
and I'm paying all the bills, yes, I will.
and so you're just gonna punk a dude into submission?
Yes, if he's not contributing anything, then that's gonna be his contribution. Yes.
And then what else did you do? You're like you threaten his PO.
I tell him that I'm gonna call his probation officer.
I'm gonna just start with this, okay? This guy's a fucking piece of shit. All right, I'm just gonna be straight up. He's a piece of shit. But she's so crazy that I have
That
fucking
just makes it
sympathy.
sound like it.
I want to say hi to him. I don't want nothing to do with this guy. I barely want something to do with you.
And another thing, why do you tell him I'm in the Mexican mafia for? Why are you bringing me
I
into?
did not
Why are
say
you bringing?
that.
Why are you bringing me into this?
I didn't say
You said that
Mafia.
the guys at the show are Mexican and they know people in Oxnard.
First off, you guys are.
First of all,
Who's
I'm
Mexican?
the only Latino.
are.
I am the again. So I go back to say,
Secondly, really.
Hey, just so you guys know,
know
you
people.
don't
You
have
know
to be
people.
Mexican
I don't
to
know
be in
pe-
the Mexican
you know
mob.
people in gangs.
I don't know anyone.
Oxford.
That's fucking hella
cares?
racist.
What? Someone's claiming something? They're threatening us? Are you
I've
kidding me?
never in my life
Do you think you guys are a power couple?
a powerless couple.
Like
yeah.
you guys are like ghetto, right?
Yes.
Like
We
you guys.
definitely act ghetto sometimes.
No, all the time.
No, not all the time.
I would say if I were to judge just by the stories you tell me, I would like I don't judge people on race. I judge people on how they act.
On the ghetto-ness of it.
And
Ratchet.
yeah, the way you describe your relationship, like I have sorrow and pity for you guys.
Yeah, at times I do too.
I feel more
But
pity
the
for
thing is,
him.
like, you want to fight.
But you shouldn't
do.
have those feelings this
Why not be
early in the
single? Why
relationship.
can't you be just single? Why just
I told him earlier I'd rather be. I say it all the time.
You
Then
say
what?
what?
He gets
Then
mad at
just
you.
do
and
it.
throws
Why
to the
do you
ground,
have-
doesn't
Get
move
mad at
out?
each other and
But-
then either he comes back or I let him back.
Here's the what I
Why do you let
understand.
him back?
Why? If you want to be single, why keep the facade? Why keep that on? Why?
What are you addicted to?
Dick?
Will you motherfuckers
Honestly.
please come in my
Because
fucking
it's an
mouth?
addiction.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's an
Can I
addiction. I'm
taste
not-
your
is the sex
juice?
that good? Yeah, and that will make you
When he's not choking you?
when it or
Well,
punching you.
depends.
While he's
Yeah.
talking,
No, dude. I've seen domestic violence at its greatest. I watched.
My mom.
I had friends that killed each other. One murdered his wife and then he killed himself. So I could tell you details about crazy shit like that. And you're already 6 months onto that path.
Do you think that, like, in your life, do you like, you know what? I got my shit together.
We went over this last time.
No, we didn't do it on there.
This is the
Okay,
revisited
well, you
part.
think I don't. I do.
Okay,
This
so
part of my life is a little bit of a mess, yes. The rest of it's in order. Yeah, it is.
so you got the whole house thing.
They sometimes sell the house that you're renting. I mean, that happens.
Okay, so you're saying that in this part you have it taken care of, but in every other part, no. I mean, opposite.
Yeah.
You're saying in that part of the life that you don't have it figured out, but every other part of your life you do.
Yeah, that part is a little messy for sure. But either
What
way-
attracts you to that kind of relationship? And have all your relationships been like that?
No, not all, but well, no, none of them have been like this, never. But like, they've definitely never been ideal, except for one of them was okay. But
Do you think that maybe you need to scale it back?
what I need is to
How old are you?
34,
And what's the longest relationship you ever been in?
4.5 years.
So she has the mileage.
4.5 years.
That's a pretty good relationship.
What happened in that
okay.
relationship?
He's a dirtbag.
What does that mean? Girls, they throw out these fucking just
Generalized.
Yeah, general fucking like.
He was a dick.
Feel sorry for me. I'm
Well, no, like,
I'm a
in that
victim.
case, I know, legit. Like, okay, so in that case, I was like 22 when I met that one, and I literally
Damn.
left like fun party phase time, and then went into
Looks terrible in the shot.
Okay. So went into meeting him. He seemed like a really nice guy. Had a job, everything, like whatever. I was in school. I also worked full time at the army base at the time. This was up in when I lived in Reno, and then he dropped the bomb on me that he has like 2 kids and a baby mama, and I was kind of hesitant because I was not at that phase where I want to have be
Instant
thrown
family.
into yeah, exactly. And I knew that I didn't want kids at that moment. I knew in the future, but not at that time. But I remember when he was about to drop me off, and he finally was like, "Oh, by the way, I have 2 kids." And I just remember looking out the window. I was like, "Oh shit!" But I had already gone on a few dates, and he was really a nice guy, and had like seemed like he had his shit together and everything. And he was like a gentleman, everything, legitimately. And so I was like, you know what? That's kind of a bitch move. I would just be like, "Oh, whatever," to the dude for that reason. I gave him a shot, and he was genuine, and he wasn't. I did and everything like that. I was around his kids. He started like causing problems because I actually like trust until you give me a reason not to. So I wasn't a person at all or anything, and I was really mellow. And then she started leaving like love notes at the diaper bag, drop them off, and like she'd be trying to use the kids as a pawn. And eventually, what eventually ended up happening, like
You went back with her?
No, we ended up moving in together, and down the road, one of the times I'm like, trying to be cool. Like, he's like, oh, he used to like to snowboard. He went snowboarding with his friends. I'm watching his kids on his weekend. I was literally instant family. They lived with us 50% of the time. I was like not going out anymore. I was cooking. I was cleaning. I was buying their clothes, doing laundry for like a whole family, everything. And then next thing you know, I let him go with his friends to snowboard. And then like a few weeks down, fast forward, we were at a mutual friends, and I thought we were actually making progress. Like, me and that baby mom, I thought we had like moved forward. Finally, we even cheers at this mutual friends of theirs party. And next thing I know, like, they're drinking and they're yelling at each other outside, and I'm like, what's going on? And then I hear her say like, oh, why don't you go tell your girlfriend what's really going on, or something like that, and be honest.
Oh, so he's fucking around.
And so then he comes in and yells at me in front of everybody, like, oh, by the way, her name was Paris. I fucked Paris and cheated on you, whatever. And I'm just like, okay, I didn't even know that had happened. And he said it happened twice, whatever. But then they ran off, and turns out they were fighting about her trying to hook up with his best friend. That was what that was about. So that's how I found out he cheated. Then at that point, I felt like shattered and brokenhearted. That was the first time I had like been cheated on in a relationship.
So you don't think that maybe because of your past experiences with men? Oh my god! All right, well, I want to talk about this. We have our guest here, but I do want to get to Paul is dead. There's a theory that Paul McCartney died in 1966.
Yes, there is.
There's a lot of compelling evidence to this, and they believe that they didn't want to tell anybody because it would make these young teenagers go into a frenzy because the Beatles were so beloved at this time. So these are the top 7 reasons why Paul is dead. Number 1, crossing Abbey Road without his shoes on.
Those are just symbols. That's not reasons, but okay.
The theory is the Abbey Road album cover started so many conspiracy theories, but the fact that Paul is pictured without shoes on is often used as evidence that Maka was dead at the time Abbey Road was released. That Maka was dead at the time Abbey Road was released in 1969.
Who's Maka?
That Maka. I don't know.
Maka,
Just
Maka,
Maka.
Maka,
I don't know who that is.
And replaced by a lookalike.
Named?
Fred. I don't know.
I know, it's fucking...
What is his name?
His name is Billy Shears.
McGillicuddy.
They talk about him on Sergeant Pepper's.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Because Billy Shears is actually pictured in the background with all the people.
Yeah.
And on the cover of
William Campbell.
Oh, here you
It's
go.
Billy Shears because they say introducing the singer, you want to sing along,
William
Miss
Shears
Billy
Campbell.
Shears.
All right.
He won the contest.
Number 2. That's another thing that they had a contest, and he was the one that.
We'll get to that.
Okay. Number 2, the bass guitar wreath on Sergeant Pepper's.
It was a grave site.
Yes, Sergeant Pepper. The whole album. All these people in the background are visiting. They're at the funeral.
At Paul's funeral.
Including Master Occultist Aleister Crowley.
Yes, he is over here on the left. Another surefire piece of evidence, according to conspiracy theorists, there is a yellow reef at the bottom of the Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band album, shaped of a bass guitar. All right. The fact that Paul McCartney played the bass and the reef is shaped of a bass is indisputable evidence that he died and was replaced by a lookalike. Each Beatles member was allowed to choose a number of famous figures to appear on the Sgt. Pepper album. And one of John's choices was his old best mate and former Beatles member, Stu Sutcliffe, who died in 1962.
Steve
Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe originally played bass for the band, and the bass guitar wreath is most likely a tribute to him. Number 3, in quotes, I buried Paul, Strawberry Fields Forever. The theory is, the outro of Strawberry Fields Forever, John Lennon can be heard on the left channel of the recording to saying something along the lines of, I buried Paul.
Actually, it was Ringo.
The fact is, it panned hard left in recording suggestions. It was picked up on a cymbal microphone.
Google me, motherfucker.
Cymbal microphone that
That's why it was
John was
Ringo.
standing near Ringo's drum set. The logical explanation, Paul McCartney later came out and said that John is saying cranberry sauce. While some people believe John was saying, I'm very bored, the Beatles were fully aware of Paul McCartney's lookalike and rumors at the time. And it's possible that the man with John Lennon's sense of humor could have just been trolling us. Oh, this one right here. 28IF on the license plate. The registration plate of the Volkswagen Beetle in the cover of Abbey Road reads LMW28IF. Conspiracy theorists claim that this is a reference to if 28IF. The logical explanation is Paul McCartney was actually 27 at the time, not 28. Number 5, Billy Shears. The theory is in Sgt. Pepper's album, the Beatles reference that they have formed a new band with the one and only Billy Shears. Billy Shears is thought to be the name of Paul's replacement. The Beatles, under an incredible amount of pressure to come up with a number 1 album, after already having come up with 7 of them, helped channel their creativity by coming up with aliases such as Billy Shears during the recording process. After years of writing songs, you need to hear something a bit different in order to write something a bit different.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
They're
Yeah.
just, I mean,
That last sentence kind of looped us back around for a minute there.
they're just, they give a reason why the theory, and then it gives an explanation of it. So they're just saying that the theory is they're just trying to be creative. Number 6. He blew his mind out in a car. The theory is, while various Paul McCartney look-alike theories are all involve Paul McCartney dying in a car, the cause of death varies. One theory is that he took his own life, and this is referenced by John Lennon in the track "A Day in the Life." Logical explanations. If you look behind the fact that the change from John Lennon section of Day in the Life to McCartney section, the most McCartney thing ever, then this is still a tenuous piece of evidence. I don't know. And then the last one, Paul is dead. I miss him. I miss him. The theory is, on top of the blew his mind out in a car theory, some also claim that if you play I'm So Tired backwards, John can be heard to sing, Paul is dead. I miss him. I miss him. Some people claim that you can hear, will Paul be there as Superman on A Day in the Life? The logical explanation, you can play almost any song backwards and hear any phrase you want if you hear it enough.
So we're not going to talk about the fact that he was backwards in the photograph on Sgt. Pepper's?
That's
The other
another
guys
one,
were all
too.
Is that on there?
No, it's not one
Oh,
of
okay.
them.
I mean, how much does this hold water? Do you guys believe this is real or what? Because I've seen the documentary.
I have
The
two.
one on Disney?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's funny to watch Paul McCartney do interviews and they ask him about that kind of stuff, and he said that, it was a total hoax and they just kind of ran with it.
It's
It
a
was their
total
manager's
hoax.
idea to just stir up the pot a little bit. And he said like he would go visit his friends and stuff, and they would be like looking at him differently and like
Are you the real Paul?
kind of checking him out, like.
Well, this guy that they got to replace him, I mean, he's doing wonders.
Well,
for them,
Brian
you know
Epstein
what I mean?
set up a contest prior to all this happening, and the theory is this guy won the Paul McCartney lookalike contest.
And they hired him to be
that
the
was
new Paul.
Billy
or
Shear.
what?
There was a bunch of guys that won, but when in Paul McCartney was supposed to have died in a car accident, not suicide.
Yeah.
And they said that this Billy Shears was supposed to replace him.
Well, it was an accident, right? He was driving his car and he got in an accident to like Tim said in the beginning to
He was
strike,
like drinking,
Yeah.
and he just got mad, and then he crashed.
and then to avoid the hysteria of Beatlemania and suicides, they decided to replace Paul, and give this other dude like, hey, we're gonna. But again, how great at the time is like, if you believe it, like medical surgery for reconstruction to make someone look like that has to be like we weren't even at that age, right? I mean, if you want to,
No, you got surgery. You looked kind of messed up.
yeah.
But this isn't the first time. Like most people think,
Like you believe this is true?
I think it's a
I think it's a
Publicity
far-fetched-
thing.
Yeah, I think it's a far fetched thing. I don't know.
in they already. I mean,
Yeah.
at the time of this,
It's a cool story.
7 freaking #1 hits, right?
Yeah,
Some and
Number
they
one
had
albums.
albums, yeah.
yeah. Oh,
And now
hundreds of hits.
that is unheard of nowadays.
Dozens.
But how else can they up the ante? In Pink Floyd, I'm not sure when this was, but the Publius Enigma. Do you know that?
What are you talking about?
Publius.
Publius.
Um,
Is that a
Enigma?
drink? Is that a
So
fruit
they
drink?
end up putting like little. Everybody knows that Pink Floyd would put messages in their songs,
Yes, that's Pink Floyd.
and then
During that era, backwards taping in the studio was a very, very, very popular thing.
and I want to say maybe in the '90s or early 2000s, there was an album that came out. It's the first album after Roger Waters left, and they put Publius Enigma, and somebody was online, and they were like on a chat room or like a forum board, and they were just people thought it was fake, but end up finding out that they were like, oh, if you, I think I have something. All right, so
What?
this is a letter.
The Delicate Sound of Thunder was the album that was the first album to not feature Roger Waters.
I love that song.
And then, so this is what was
Everything
written
Fly,
in
it's a
it.
great
It
album.
says, "My friends, you have heard the message Pink Floyd has delivered, but have you listened? Perhaps I can be your guide, but I will not solve the enigma for you. All of you must open your minds and communicate with each other, as this is the only way answers can be revealed." So they're saying, in this, on the forum, there's going to be a prize if you can crack the code. And everyone thought it was just bullshit until at one of the concerts, it said Publius Enigma on the big screen. And like, oh shit, it's something. Ended up coming out, back in like 2021 in an interview that it was just made up by the record labels to gather because they needed a boost after Roger Waters left because they were nervous.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not out of the realm. These record labels, they
Well, this whole thing started because the Beatles decided not to tour anymore.
and that's true.
So
huh?
everyone's like, what's happening that they're not going to tour anymore? Well, the reality is, during the tour of 65 and the beginning of 66, the crowd was so obsessed with the Beatles that there's a few times they tried to escape and get in their safety vehicles, and the crowds almost flipped the cars over, and John and Paul were like, we're going to fucking die. These people are going to kill us. So it was so traumatic, they had a conversation saying, let's not tour anymore. Let's make it special. Let's just make music. And that's why the dynamics changed. They didn't have to worry about playing songs they could play live. Now they have a studio and they could just
Do whatever
use
they
their
want.
imagination to create whatever they wanted to create.
And that was good. The whole, I mean, although not a lot of hits came from Sgt. Pepper's album, it was a really
There's
great
a lot
album.
of hits on
Oh,
Sgt.
dude,
Pepper.
that
Are you
whole
kidding?
album is a hit.
I mean,
One of the
compared,
biggest selling albums of all time.
is it really?
Yes.
It's my favorite
It's a
Beatles.
Beatles album,
Yeah,
dude.
what are you
Are you
talking
serious?
about? Every Beatles album had at least 5 or 6 hits on that.
Yeah.
There's
huge.
Strawberry Fields Forever, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds,
Penny Lane.
Penny Lane.
I mean, it goes on and on and on,
Do
dude.
you want to?
But it was creative. That's
All You
that's
Need
where I
Is
was
Love.
getting.
Oh,
That's where I was
Bloody.
getting at.
That's on the White Album.
It was
Is it?
definitely
Oh,
a
never
fucking real creative album, and it was different.
Yeah, but not a lot of hits came out.
For-
of it.
But it was
for
a
that time
follow-up
period.
to the Magical Mystery Tour.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's
And
what
they
I
were
was thinking.
recording those all in the same sessions.
But they were.
Dude, don't forget, John Lennon said Walrus was Paul. They were switching
Yeah,
it up.
that was true too.
Yeah. Because they showed
I am
Paul the Walrus playing the John Lennon part, and he's like, yeah, I got news for you all, the Walrus is Paul.
Well,
A little
this
help
is
of- a little
this is
help of my
definitely.
friends.
What about
Is that on that album?
Yeah, that's a great album. This is the second song. That's right
Yeah.
after Sgt. Pepper's. A Life in the Day, A Day in a Life.
Yeah.
Dude, those are all
Lovely
huge songs.
Rita?
Meter
Lovely
Maid.
Rita, Meter
Oh.
Maid. Those are such great songs.
Let me look at it.
You should blast that shit right now, dude. Take a break and let's rock
That's
out
like
some-
one of my
Ooh.
favorite albums.
Absolutely.
And what draws me to it is the cover. There's so much lore and mystique and urban legend on
Yeah.
that, just the cover alone. That's fucking amazing. Not a lot of cover albums or bands do shit like that anymore.
Nope.
Well, they put
It's a
hidden-
double. It's double sided.
back in the day when music was music, man. Fuck.
Now it's just everyone's going for just a cash grab.
Oh, it's just everything is
There's a lot of good hits on this one.
Dude, it's the Beatles. It works.
For some reason, in my head, I was like, man, their best stuff was earlier.
No.
dude. You can pick any chapter of them.
Yeah, it was
and it's gonna
good.
be great. I was so anti Beatles because everybody was so Beatles. I was like, oh, you guys like the Beatles? Like, I don't like the Beatles. Everyone likes the Beatles. But then finally, when I gave it a chance, I go, oh shit, now I know what everyone's talking about. They're fucking amazing. I was depriving myself for years of fucking such amazing music,
Well, now you have it.
and now I have it. I'm not fucking listening to the Beatles.
Well, this is Ben.
And still?
Number 7. Top 7. Paul is dead.
Oh. Thought
And
ripping
we
out.
are the Red Light Dish Show. And we'll be right back with
Something.
something.
It'll be great. Stay tuned.
Sergeant Tim and the Lonely.
Hit subscribe in the
Clubs.
meantime.
Leave a comment, subscribe, like, and we'll be right back.
What up, guys? I'm here with No Cover Magazine. This is No Cover Concert Series. I'm Bailey Jordan. Let's rock it right now. Yeah. Another classic. Baymax 7000. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Cause maybe this the way I wanna be. I'm living beautifully and comfortably in living color, watching all my opportunities on the opposite sides of my path. There's always something I discover. Yeah, I've had lovers, late nights making love in the car and even under the covers, admiring the people I meet, but knowing they change like the summers. We grow older and start knowing less things about each other, stressing about the things in life we can't control. It's no wonder they've been talking about broke single mothers living under the mistakes they made, but they facing brave and made a change to raise a baby. How many can relate? It's crazy, but now all I'm saying is I can't make the same cycle continue. Look her in the eyes as I press between her thighs. Wait, what am I getting into? I write with pad and pencil. To have a kid would really change my mental. I plan to give my truth a voice, not exploit all my resources. I come with God, these are real forces. Don't resort to extortion, explore your opponents. Everything, time and precision, that's notorious on me. I like the luxurious bunny. Me, I prefer the Latin toucan. She sway her hips and make me dance like a mummy. I lay my walls brick by brick, don't trip. I'm safe here. I made a place where you cannot break in. I go crazy like techno, Liam Neeson and Taken. Can't believe Hollywood, they might be hiding kids and you don't know cause you just signed a deal. Now you hear the news and wait for the appeal. You pray to God, they will pay you not. Leave you in a cell and spray you with chemicals. Clear the crime scene, no evidence. Just a thought of this is all suspense for me. But back to living comfortably, yeah. Whoa, yeah. I sell the 7 C's with stories that'll please you. Pray that the devils don't beat you. Want you to feel this freedom. Want you to feel like how I feel when I overcame my demons. Feels like I'm preaching. If you see a path that reaching, you might have to be the one to make everyone see it. That's okay. Be the one to teach it. Be the one who know who the king is. Be the one to show us a leader. Got Ali on the track right here.
No, Allah is the greatest.
Listen to him. Allah is the greatest. God is the greatest. It's powerful right there. Power in that meaning. Yeah. God is the greatest. Keep my words deep in your playlist. Know that this is him and he exists. I can't resist how temptations did. Gotta know I'm not forsaken. This is Southern player, illicit caddy music. You know the vibes. Don't be foolish. I pray you listen to my lame excuses of why I left bruises on the face of an innocent, but he was not innocent. No, we didn't listen. Push me way past. Let's keep this business. Oh, how the times have changed. Marvelous. Look at the world as it dangles, just waiting for a savior. Let's not pretend like we're different people. I'm the same as you, just not as see-through. Oh, you got flaws? That's alright, pause. I like your pink draws. I'm quite neat to be honest. I heard sheep in the morning, and I'm undiscovered like the ocean. Take my potion, my sound is rolling all around. I'm touring. Yeah, see me one day up there, big and live. How was that?
And we're back. This is the Red Light Dish Show, and you're watching Stefan.
Yeah, right here. Hey, everybody.
We just owe the Beatles like $1,000 for that. No.
I know.
This is No Cover Presents Red Light Dish Show, and we have our special guest in here in the studio. This is Danielle Oberosler. Oberosler.
Okay, let's do that intro
Do it
again.
again.
Every time
One
Tim
more
does
time.
it wrong, we have to
Over. It's like over under, but it's Oberosler.
Yes, I like to hydrate myself.
Oberosler.
All right, hey everybody, we're back, and here's Tim.
Welcome back to No Cover Presents the Red Light Dish Show, and we're here with our very special guest, Danielle Oberosler. Welcome to No Cover Presents the Red Light Dish Show.
We're mostly clapping because you got it right this time.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Oh my
Take
God!
4.
It never happens to me either. I
All
usually
the
get
time.
it. It does happen all the time.
Nobody can say it.
I can't even say hardly any names. I was having a hard time with Smith last week, so I mean, did I get right this time? Smith. All right.
Really, that accent.
Well, I think the T silent.
It's Smith.
Smith.
Smitty.
Well, we met back in the beginning of June at
Where?
the Paracon, Stefan's Paracon,
Yes, thank you.
which was an amazing event, Stefan. You
I
did
had
a
fun.
good job, and she's one of the people that definitely caught my eye. I was thinking about you up until a few days ago, even before he he said. You told us about or your author. This is your book, The Haunted Guest House,
Second book.
True.
and this is in back of your parents' house or your mom's house.
Oh. Am I supposed to hold this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why the people
Sorry.
can hear you.
Okay, so no, this was actually my guest house. I own a house that has a guest house.
Okay.
So this is about my property. And the guest house is pretty terrible.
Well, this
Yeah,
ended
it was
up
kind of-
opening like a whole new like way of life for you, correct?
Yes, of course. I think once you've lived through what we've lived through, which is basically being tormented on a daily basis, you start to realize that we're not alone. Death is not the end. And
What do
ghosts
you
are
mean
just around
tormented?
us.
Like what? Like tell us something in your experience with like the tormation or
Tormation.
tormation.
Dude.
Well,
that's a
tormation.
good word.
Sharknado.
I'm an author too, guys.
Obviously.
You just wrote that.
You guys don't
Copyright.
even
Word.
know about tormation.
Patent pending. Don't take that word, anybody.
He's coming out with a like pop-up book of Tornations.
Tornations. Well, people would get scratched, bruised, grabbed a lot of times in your privates and molested and that sort of thing.
What was your first like? When did you know? Like, what's the timeline of this? You buy the house in what month? And you find
I
out.
bought the house in 2008.
Okay.
Month? Nobody, I don't know the month, but
Month?
nobody lived in the guest house initially. So I had used it. I set it up to be a guest bedroom and an art studio, and then it wasn't really. And I didn't notice that that much, but initially, and in my house, it's pretty chill. But even when we did see things in my house, because what I do is I'll wake up in the middle of the night and there will be somebody there, like floating over me. But that's happened everywhere I've lived. So I think that's just part of being, it's called hypnopompic clairvoyant, where I think you're like between awake and asleep, you see more in that like phase. So to me, that doesn't mean my house is haunted just because I woke up and there was a ghost. It means that somebody could be passing through. It doesn't, it's nothing to be alarmed about. I didn't feel. It wasn't until my friend who, because I own the tattoo room, in Simi Valley.
Simi Valley, very nice.
Yeah. And my friend Hannah Tech moved from Australia to work with me, and she started living in the guest house. So it wasn't until then, and somebody was in there every day, that she started coming to work saying, "Have you ever noticed there's activity in the guest house?" And I was like, there's activity everywhere a little bit.
So at this moment, you didn't know, like
Not
it was
that it
just
was as
specific
bad.
to
Yeah,
that.
no, I didn't know it was bad. And so at first, their stories were really funny. Like silly things, like she was trying to fall asleep, and the ghost would find a squeaky floorboard and just like press on it, and like squeak, 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 and she's like, really, like yelling at the ghost, and it would stop, and then she'd try to lay back down, and the floor would start squeaking again. So it would just sort of mess with her, and we thought it was so funny, and what a prankster we have in the house, hiding things from her, moving things like it would move. She'd walk out of the house and then walk back in, and the vacuum cleaner would be moved into the doorway, and she'd trip over the vacuum cleaner, and we would just like laugh about it, and think it's funny. We weren't really concerned initially. It wasn't until, things just got worse in there. I remember the day she said, last night the house smelled like sulfur. And I was like, I mean, I'm not an investigator or anything, but every show I've ever watched, that means demons. Like, and I'm not going to say it to her because she still lived in there, and I didn't want to say that.
Stefan, why is it that you
I can
guys
see Hannah. That's funny. Like what?
How do you what is the theory behind when you guys smell sulfur?
All right, so here's the theory behind it, and this is going to be scientific. So I know if you guys just want to talk about ghost stories, that's great, but it's going to get a little boring for you guys. You don't like this stuff. So when we're talking about
Just price
ghosts,
it for me, dude.
So
I'm pretty dumb.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
I'm a scientist myself, actually.
Ghosts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Two kinds of energy: positively charged ions or negatively charged ions. Have you ever heard or smelt negatively charged ions? They have burnt sulfur smell to them. Now, negative entities such as what we're talking about here draw from the negative ions for strength and for energy to keep them going. So as they move through the room, they give off the smell of sulfur. You come across it as they're moving through the room. That's why it is. It's not because they just came from the other side and they're in the lower depths of hell, and that's what it smells like. No, they're just negatively charged ions feeding off the atmosphere in the room, just like in her place. Because I was there.
Could you feed that, Stefan? Could you feed that?
Oh yeah.
How do you feed that the negatively charged ions or the negative ghosts?
Okay, so we give off certain types of energies. We are energetic beings. So we give off these senses, these frequencies, and we burn up energy constantly. That's why we do things throughout the day, and then at the end of the day, we're tired because we've given up so much energy. So as we become cautious or afraid of something, if you fear, if you become depressed or sad, you're giving off these type of ions that are negatively charged. It's a negative effect, and they feed off that. That's why demons or malevolent entities, and not everything's a demon that can come through. There's things from the other side that are coming through that were not part of this world. So they don't understand things. They don't have a sense of humor. They don't know what it's like to be human. So they're just really aggressive, and people mistake them as that. But they feed off that energy. They try to scare you because they know you'll give them that energy. That's why they have dominance over you. They make you weak, and they're stronger than you because they're fed off you.
What about the positive side? How do you feed that energy?
You change the environment. You go in there, you stand up, you can do things.
Like for instance, when we had Patty here, Patty said that she saw Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's
Isaac?
a good thing.
How does Isaac feed Paul's energy?
Talk to him. You tell him how much you miss him, and talk about good times. How much the bonding and the inspiration that he gave you in your life. Because all you have to do is think about that spirit, your brother, and he comes right to you. It's a thought pattern. They get this call, like a bat signal, like, oh, Isaac needs me. I'll be back. And they come to you and say, hey, what's up? And just talk to him, and you give him that energy. It's all about filling the room up with positive ions, and that's what that does.
So going back to the house, you have a roommate there, and she smells sulfur.
Yeah, and that's when she started getting physically pulled around, scratched, bruised. Nothing was funny anymore about anything that was happening to her.
How long did she stay?
She was in there for years.
Oh, wow.
Well, when after the when it turns physical, how long did she stay?
Years.
Oh, she still stays.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
She comes out and stays with her.
There's like actually a paranormal witness episode about my house. It's called The Pit. It's in season 5. And I think they kind of made it look like she couldn't handle it and she'd leave and come back and stuff. But it was just part of their story to, I don't know. They just did that. But she didn't do that. She stayed. But her personality changed. She stopped hanging out. She stopped going to shows with me, to see bands, which we love to do. And she just became very like a hermit. And she would tell me that she was doing things like she would catch herself like standing at the window with her hand on the glass, like looking out the window and like not even know why she was there.
Like by the driveway, facing that way.
Yeah, facing the driveway.
It's funny because I think 3 of us had that experience. I actually, the night that I spent the night in there and slept in that bed, I had a sense because I was like trying to look at the curtain.
You've investigated her house?
Yeah, I'm the investigator.
Yeah, for like
in the book,
almost, he was there over a year, like for a year, but not every day, but like
Google it.
multiple times.
Well, I do extreme hauntings, and I'm the kind of guy that doesn't just want to give up. I'm going to try everything and keep chipping away at it because nobody else is going to. All the other paranormal investigators are like weekend warriors and want to go take pictures and get an EVP, and then they take off and they don't do anything.
Stefan actually got in the pit and was looking for the body with us.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I have all that stuff too on film.
I want to get to the investigation. I want to just set some more groundwork before we
Which
get there.
investigation?
All of them.
Well, because you had people that were like had psychic abilities come by and stop in front of your house and not want to come in.
Well, he was still laying groundwork. You're jumping.
Oh, because that's before I came to your thing. Okay.
She only came once.
Okay, so your roommate still stays. Everything stays the same, but now it's getting physical.
Yeah.
And so what happens next? What's the next course of action for you guys?
Well, I didn't want to find out what was going on in there while she lived there because what are we going to do about it, anyways. But I'm already thinking it's really bad just because of what's going on, how her behavior changed, and the cigarette burns, the everything, the scratching, the bruising, the stuff that it was just not good in there at all. So where is she going to live? She's living in there. So until she decided to move back to Australia, which it had nothing to do with the house. It had more to do with a relationship. So she moves to Australia. After she left, I'm like, all right, now I could bring in the mediums and bring in the, and find out what is going on in this house because I just did not want any bad news.
Where do you
while
start?
she was there.
When you're like, all right, she's not there. I see ghost hunters. Who do I call? Like,
Well,
where do you start?
I started with my friend Sam Von Bitter, and she's a witch. She's got clear abilities and stuff, and she had a friend who is a medium. So she said, well, let's call my friend Jessica. So I called Jessica, come over. I made an appointment for her to come and look at the house and tell me what's going on. But then she called me and she's all, I have to cancel. She didn't even drive to the house before she wanted to cancel. She's all, you have a mean ghost there and he came to my house and I don't like it when they come to my house. And, she said he told her he was earthbound and she couldn't cleanse the house and get rid of him. So she was just going to cancel on me. And I was like, well, I didn't even know you were going to try to cleanse the house. I just wanted to know what is going on here, what's happening. And I said, so can you just continue to do that part? So she said, well, if I make it to your house, then I can do it. But if he doesn't want me there, I may not make it. And she did make it. So she's the first one that came. She walked through. She said somebody did a satanic ritual back here in the back of your house, the guest house. And it's funny because when she said that in my mind, I actually saw Charles Manson in my mind involved in that. But
That's the first thought that came to my mind as well.
Huh?
That's the first thought that came to my mind as well.
Yeah. So,
But I'm aware that you're in Simi.
Yeah,
And
that's right. That's right. And I'm thinking, plus, she's saying you have a really mean biker, and I knew just from stories about him that he was partying with all the bikers and in that neighborhood too. So I don't know. That's why I saw him in my mind, but I also felt like I'm probably putting him there in my mind that.
Just connecting things.
I'm just connecting dots, and it doesn't mean anything really. So, so she said, "You've got something in the dirt, like under this floor, right here, where it was bad. Where she said there was a satanic ritual, and that's where the hole was when I bought the house. It was a big old hole ripped in the floor, and I just put plywood over it. I didn't fix the floor, and so." She said, if you want to cleanse this house, you need to get whatever's in that dirt out. So that's what I did. I took up the plywood and I started digging for a body.
This is what they call the pit.
That's why they call it the pit.
Okay.
That's what Stefan went into.
And Stefan showed so Greg, who is a super old friend of mine, 25 plus years, and knows him probably just as long or longer.
Longer, we were high school.
Yeah. He said my friend Stefan does paranormal investigating, and so Stefan shows up. That's how I met him. Is that they came? He had a big crew and all the equipment and stuff. But we already were digging in the house before that, trying to find a body.
And so what do you find in the hole?
Well, I found a bone. I did find a bone. It was large too. And
I'm picturing like femur, or is it more finger?
I mean, it was like thick. It was thick, so I don't know, but I could see the bone marrow in the center of it and the texture of it. And I'm like, that's a bone. So I drove to the police department, but they were like, your house isn't in our jurisdiction. So I had to call the sheriffs. The freaking sheriff. Oh, the police department took it in the back and they looked at it and they said, this is for sure a bone, but you need to call the sheriffs. So I already knew it was a bone, and it was verified by their own whatever lab they have there. And so the sheriffs come, and the guy grabs it, and he's like, I don't know, this feels soft. Like, and he squished it, and he broke it into pieces. And I was like...
Idiot.
What? You didn't even put it in the bag and take it to the lab to investigate what it is?
He's like, "Are you sure this is a bone?" I'm like, "So I know it's a bone because that's verified already. So just take the bone."
Okay, so would they just
Sheriff.
smash it?
He crumbled it in his hand and he goes, "It's soft." I go, "The house underneath is wet. Like it's been under there for like 50 years in wet soil. Like mummies are not preserved that way. You know what I mean? They're not put
Yeah.
in wet dirt." So I'm like, maybe it's because of the way it was disposed.
So what ends up happening after that?
He did take
They
it.
just-
He took the crumbs.
Okay.
And he
Crumbs?
they
See, he's thinking, I don't want to do paperwork.
That's exactly what I was
This is-
thinking too.
This is
Fucking pass this off.
yeah.
this is a chicken McNugget. What are you doing here?
Yeah. But so he took it and they called me later and they said it was an animal bone. But, you know, a satanic ritual can have.
Anything that's of life can be used in that.
It could be anything. And I was warned by Jessica, the first medium, you know, be careful because it could be a baby. Just like prepare yourself for what you might find in that dirt. So it turned out to be animal. So I'm tattooing a cop from Simi, the one that actually I took the bone to and he had it looked at and he took it actually seriously. And he said that a lot of times when you hide a body and you bury a body and then you bury like say a dog
on top of it.
So that
People stop.
you stop. Yeah, if there's like a smell, then you stop when you find the dog and you're like, oh, this is the source of that smell or whatever. And you don't keep looking. So after you told me that, then I'm like, we got to dig deeper, you know, get in there. Yeah.
And so what do you? So you start digging again?
Yeah, we dug again.
Do you find anything this time?
I found a really big piece of obsidian. It was like this big. It was big. I don't know how big obsidian normally is, so I don't know.
Huge.
Are they well?
It's a big thing. You can get bigger pieces, but they break off into smaller chunks.
Isn't that like good obsidian?
Obsidian's good, yeah.
Okay.
It's volcanic
But it
glass,
can
yeah.
absorb energy, is what I was
Yeah,
told. And
dark
I thought
stones.
the fact that
it
it's
also
in the
kills
center,
nightwalkers.
it's in the center of this negative. Well, by then Stefan's crew came and they were measuring and doing all their things, and they started talking about that back area was actually a portal.
So what do you find in when you're investigating this?
Like, which part? We
Just start from the beginning.
Well, when the team got there, we started checking stuff out.
Was it like night or afternoon?
It's
Night, usually.
I wait until the sun's going down.
Okay.
So we can have some light to set up, and then we start doing investigation when it's dark. Right away, one of our guys had an issue. It was Regal. Actually, when we were doing setup, he smelled some cigar smoke, and then he got a burn, an actual burn on his arm, and it blistered. And he was recording because Regal's always recording. He always does the EVP stuff, and he heard one biker talk to another biker and say, "That was a good one, Pete."
Oh, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
But Mark Nelson also got burned. I got burned. Like everybody got burned.
Yeah, a lot of people were experiencing stuff like that. The biker guy in the kitchen was like, that guy's hilarious. I mean, he's a total dick, but we had the millimeter out. And every time when he was coming into the room, we had to run the millimeter. Me and Mike were talking because the meters are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And the temperature gauge would always go to 666.
Wow.
What would
Yeah,
you?
I would do the same thing if I was a dick biker guy hanging out, and I would be terrifying. But it's like one of those things. It's a parlor trick, trying to freak you out. And I was like, it's not going to work this time because I'm not afraid of that. So we're going to keep finding it. And then as we're going on, we're doing the spirit box stuff. We're hearing one girl coming in through talking to us. She was making contact with Mark. She died there, and we're like putting all these pieces together. And we're like, okay, somebody's buried in this pit. We have to figure it out. And we dug in the pit. Me and Regal, we jumped in there and we started moving dirt around. I was doing some other stuff on a different night, and Regal just was sitting in the kitchen by himself doing EVP work. And we have all the cameras going. We're seeing things flying around. And Regal just gets up and grabs a shovel and just starts digging by himself. Just constantly just digging. But we were getting old tile and stuff as we're getting further and further down. So it kind of seemed like somebody came back and dug up what was already dug and buried there. So because that stuff wouldn't be down that far unless somebody came and dug it up. So we were experiencing a lot of that stuff and lots of voices. I was trying to do a blessing of the kitchen, so I buried these special crystals and rocks in the corners of this pit area. And I did this ritual thing, and Regal's recording, and like every time I'd move, you could hear the spirits talking to the word coming. He's coming this way, back up, that kind of stuff. Because I was cleansing the house, I was trying to force them out through all this crap.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's all good. It works for a little while, but they can just kind of magically move in when no one's come back, because you got an open portal there. You got this vortex going on there. There's this thing where they can go hide on vacation and wait till the coast is clear, and they come back when the heat's not on. So that's why it takes a long time to do this kind of stuff.
What are some things that you've noticed? Just like the most wild thing that you noticed at your house. That's just like unbelievable, no doubt about it. This is undeniable proof that this is crazy.
I think, you actually see the ghosts. So, and then I actually was very impressed with the photos that Tara got in my house to see their faces so clearly and stuff. And just actually that really kind of stung to see it because, we're getting scratched.
Tara gets good, huh? Good photos.
Bruises. And, and there was one ghost in the house that was like molesting people. So to see the face of the person that's like messing with you every night, it was weird.
Do you look like a pervert?
I mean, he didn't look like somebody I would have like brought home.
So like Isaac, basically.
With long hair.
That was very uncalled for, Sean. How rude. Wow.
So that
Jesus.
So those are what that's what 100% just seeing ghosts, or what's the most violent thing that has happened or you've experienced?
I think all that stuff is violent. I mean, it's invading your personal space. You're getting dragged around your bed when you're trying to sleep at night.
Yeah.
You're being violated. And when the ghost actually grabbed my mom's crotch while she was wide awake and she was reading the Bible, that's when I was like, this has got to stop. My daughter, she was getting scratched down her back too. And, I can't protect my family and my loved ones. That it makes you feel really guilty.
Do you still
It's
have
not my
this
fault.
house?
Yeah, I do. We live in it, actually.
Is there a part of you that just likes the house, or is it still uncomfortable to this day?
We've been able to actually cleanse the house. It took it was in January 2021. Well, at the end of 2020, everything got way worse. Like all the activity got way worse, and that's when I had enough. It was bothering my mom. It was bothering my daughter. It would bother friends of mine that were trying to help us, and they were getting attacked too at their houses. So it was like traveling around. That's when I was like, that's it. You know what? You're picking on the wrong girl, because I will never stop trying to get rid of you. So when that happened, then I started calling Santeria, voodoo people, talking to them. I got quotes.
You're like, I want to get rid of this now.
It's gone. We got to get rid of it. And so I got a quote. I think it was a Santeria guy that wanted to come, or he was going to charge me $3,000.
Nope.
And come over and kill some roosters in my house. And I'm like, how is that?
You could have called my friend Miguel. He'll do it for free.
No. No.
Talking roosters, bro.
No. I don't understand how killing an animal in my house is going to make it better. And he said, yeah, we just take the negative energy and we stuff it in the body of the rooster. And I'm like,
nope. You
No.
can even do that symbolically with an egg.
no.
Yeah, isn't that a cleansing? Like rub an egg?
That's
yeah.
Santarica. I don't know why this guy wants to come over and kill chickens.
He wanted to kill 3 chickens.
Fuck.
Was he from LA?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
$7.50 for a chicken.
I just didn't feel like that was going to help us. And so somebody said, you need a shaman. And
Michael.
well, yeah, my friend, again, Sam Von Bitter, she found Michael on Yelp. But when I looked at his Yelp, it was like, oh, he's a great life coach. And, all this flowery stuff, but nothing about demons and, ghosts and this stuff. So I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think this is gonna work. So I hired 2 more shamans that were coming to the house. Michael was having me come to him in Woodland Hills, and I'm like, how is that gonna cleanse my house? So I did go to see Michael. I kept the appointment because he was seeing me 2 days later, where the other shamans were not coming for 2 weeks, and I wasn't getting any sleep at all. I was so tired, you know. I was just probably wasn't even looking well. I was probably looking a lot like how Hannah looked when she lived in the house. But I did go see Michael, and I brought my daughter because it seemed like if my daughter spent the night somewhere else, then that family got attacked.
So is it, you
But
felt
I was still being attacked at my own house. It would feel like a dog was jumping all over my body.
So there's like, it is a multiple different
It's multiple things.
entities in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And of course they could probably just pop here, there, and wherever they want too. So it just made me feel so bad. But I did go to Michael's. I brought Morgan. He had us lay on this massage table, and he put the pendulum over our chakras, and he was like, "It's you." So he had me lay there, and he said, like, my chakra was messed up. I was leaking energy, and it was feeding all that stuff. Whereas
So
my
how does he
daughter's
fix it?
chakras were really good. Huh?
How does he fix it?
Well, he stares at your chakra. He sees this movie about your life. He sees traumas that have happened to you. He has you
Oh shit.
release trauma from your timeline. This stuff.
This is like not what I expected to hear.
It got deep for you?
Yeah, real fast.
Yeah, well, that's what he
You
does.
can do it sitting down too.
That's what he does, and that's what he did. And then my root chakra got fixed. And the second that happened, he said, "You're no longer leaking energy to the biker." And he said, "I'm talking to him right now, and he says he knew you in life." And I was like, "What's his name?" And he said his name's Tim. And I'm like, "Well, was he a Hell's Angel?" And he goes, "No." And I said, "Well, was he a Satan's slave?" And he said, "Yes." And I'm like, that sounds accurate for my neighborhood for sure. And then I don't remember him. I may have crossed paths with him when I was a kid, you know. But he said, "Well, anyways, he's really weak right now, so I'm just going to toss him in the light." And he just blinked. He blinked, and it was gone. And then he goes, "All right, he's gone." And I was like, there's just no way that worked. That just didn't work because I've had so many people try to cleanse my house, and there's no way that guy blinked.
So what happened?
I went home, and my mom, I said to her, I'm like, "Did you hear anything at around noon?" And she said, "Upstairs I heard really loud banging around. And then it's been really quiet ever since." And then it really was gone. I did say to him, I said, "What about his demons? I know he has them." And he said he had 2 demons, and they're in the light with him being processed.
So at this moment, your house is no longer haunted?
Well, there was more things just because the portal was still open. So there was more things. There was more demons. So the other shamans came. They worked on the houses for like 8 hours, and the energy was great. Felt pretty good, but the demons hopscotched to my neighbors' houses and then came back because my neighbors were like, "Your shit's over here now," you know, like they were pissed. So
I know they blame you because like if it's you that is having the demons go that way.
They knew that we were having this issue, my neighbors, and now their house had it, and they're like, "Your stuff is over at our house now." And well, anyways, Michael had wanted to see Morgan too, and look at her chakras more. So I brought her in, and he looked at her, and he saw that in her past lives, she's very tapped in from a past life, and he's like, "You know, you don't need to keep hiring shamans anymore. She could just do it. It's very easy for her. She could just do it very easily, get rid of everything." So then my daughter is the one that cleaned up the rest. And she's the one who ended up closing the portal.
Oh.
So.
Fucking A. And you're artist.
I am an artist, yeah.
And you had started drawing what you have seen.
Yes, I did. And I started, so, you know, of course, you're going to be a different person after you've experienced all this. So now I'm seeing a shaman all the time. My chakras are getting fixed. I'm being more, like my third eye opening. My own clair abilities are coming in, but not like my daughter's. Hers are unreal. We did after the house was clear, and then it went about a year. Of course, things follow us home sometimes, and the house attracts. Anyway, but we had Charles Manson's ghost at our house for a month, and at first it was in Morgan's house, and he kept moving the pocket door and stuff, and she didn't recognize who it was because she's 16,
Yeah.
And I'm like, Morgan, who's messing with this stuff? Who's messing with the electronics? And she's all, well, the name Charlie's coming up. And I'm like, I'm all Charlie. And so I Google his picture and I'm like, is that him? And she's all, yeah, that's him. And I'm like,
So was it young, like old Charlie? What?
I did wake up and he was floating over my bed and he was about 30. He looked like when he was arrested, and his beard and his hair was a little bit longer.
So he's still the nice, charming Charlie that
Yeah, like a
everybody knows?
good-looking
He was
guy.
Sunset Charlie, the
Right.
local
No.
rock star guy.
No tattoo on his forehead.
He was before he went crazy and all the anger to go kill Brian
For sure.
Wilson and stuff.
But he didn't want us telling anyone he was there. And then, but he kept moving the doors when Morgan's friends were over, and they'd be like, somebody's moving that door. But, it's a door that's sliding in and out of the wall. It's not like the air can just blow it around.
In the guest house?
Yeah, in the guest house.
So the one that goes to the bathroom?
No, the one from the bedroom to the living room.
Oh, you said it's a pocket door, right?
It's a pocket
Yeah.
door.
Those don't move on their own.
They don't
at
move
all.
on their own. In fact, they're not even that easy to move.
No.
But the kids would be like, oh my God, something's moving the door. And I said, well, I'm not allowed to tell you who it is, but you wouldn't like it if I did. You won't like it. And then one of the kids said, Manson. And I'm like, wow, that one's intuitive. And I walked away. And then that night when I went to bed, I dreamt, nightmare, I guess, Manson was strangling me. And his face was like right in my face, and his eyes were so mad. And it felt really real, like more than a dream, like he was really choking me. And I woke up, and the next morning I said to my daughter, I was like, did I just randomly dream this, or did he jump into my dream and actually strangle me? And she said, well, you need to respect the fact that he doesn't want people to know he's here. And I said, I don't have to do shit because I own this house now, first of all.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
second of all, you could push him in the light, and I think we've been really cool because we haven't done that. We've been like, cool, you want to be here? Don't mess with us. We're done being the victim. We are literally done. And she goes, yeah, he knows I can push him in the light. And so we just let him be, but he was mad at me, so he left that day. But the next time I saw Michael Shaman, I was like, yeah, we had a famous ghost at the house and stuff, but he left. And I guess Michael saw him peeking, and he saw him, and he's like, oh, there he is, and he pushed him in the light. And I'm like, but don't push him in the light. And he goes, oh, I already did. I'm like, Michael, he didn't want to go. We threatened him all the time, and he didn't want to go. So you shouldn't have done that because, free will.
Because he's rude.
Let's see some of your art.
Yeah, so I did draw. That was not my first one that I did, but I did draw Manson as he looked floating
Oh, wow.
over my bed. To me, he was greenish and see-through and light, but to Morgan, she sees him in full color. So it's just the way she just sees better than me. So that's how I saw him, though. So I draw him like that. I sell prints of the stuff I draw as well, but yeah, he got pushed in the light. He's back out of the light, and he's still visiting us, but he's way chiller now.
What does the light mean, Stefan?
The light is a place where you go where it's highly enlightened with positive energy and stuff. We refer to as like crossing over and going to heaven, whatever people imagine that being. That's where they're going. And there is a place right before that for a lot of people who spend some time in what they call purgatory-ish. It's referred to as Terrapin Station, where you're waiting for judgment and stuff. Processing, as she keeps referring to. Because that's what they do. You get these spirits, energies on the other side, and the other ones who know what's going on figure out, well, what's best for this person. They got to go back and they got to fix this, or you got to work on that if you want to get.
What
a
are
better
they
seat.
doing when they're crossing over and doing these hauntings? Is it that they were
Well, that's
already
this
in
is the
heaven?
trick.
They're not
It's not a one-way street. They can come back. It's a door.
Oh, so it's not like us. We're stuck. until
we're physically in our avatars right now in this physical world, and then when our machine breaks down, we step out of our machine, and we return to something else. Leave the caterpillar behind, and we become the butterfly. And that's what it's all about. But going into these spots, a lot of negative spirits don't want to go to the other side. They don't want to get judged. They don't want to get processed. They know it's not going to be good, so they're afraid to go that direction. That's why they stay behind, trying to continue their life, but they don't really have a life anymore. They need to move on to the next level.
Even the biker didn't want to go.
Of course.
Because he was worried that he was going to get parted down into hell. But that's not necessarily what happens. You do a life review.
Oh. At your house, I think it was the one that we experienced a female ghost, and we were trying to cross her over, and she said, "Don't send me to no light."
They were all worried.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem is they're afraid that that's where they're going to go to the pearly gate and get like sent down to hell when really you're just going to have to deal with your karma. And
yeah.
You're going to do a life review.
They don't want to get the counseling. They don't want to sit down and talk about why they did this or whatever. And that's all it is do you understand why you did that? What do you feel now about
unknown,
that?
But it's the unknown. You're like, man, if someone said, "Hey, you can live forever, or you can go to heaven," I'm gonna try to live forever.
No way, dude. It's way
100%.
better. It's way better over there. It's
on
way
some
bigger.
real
The
shit.
light
I did
is
not know
supposed
there's
to
a
feel
heaven.
like bliss. It's supposed to be like bliss.
You would rather not go to heaven and then live forever?
Yeah, just get all old and suck.
What?
How do you know there's a heaven?
Well, whatever your incarnation of heaven is.
Don't worry, dude. Let him stay here.
You don't
we'll
think
all
that,
go somewhere
it's
else.
just we're just fucking bunch of egomaniacs and think so highly of ourselves as human beings that, and that's a possibility.
But you're simplifying heaven, dude. You're thinking it's like some place like you're going to summer camp. It's not.
I'm not thinking
There's no gates. There's no gate locking you in.
I'm thinking like, oh, I'm dying, and my brain's gonna turn off, and I'm never gonna be thinking.
Yeah, but
like,
that's the
you
that's
can't
the flesh.
memor-
That's
but
the
you
flesh.
don't.
So you think my soul has a memory?
Yeah.
Your soul does.
Yeah.
It's the mind, dude. The mind is not your
soul,
brain.
the
It's
spirit,
outside.
the energy goes back to the energy.
And I think also
It goes into the ground for worm food, dude.
No, dude.
No.
No, bro. You can go stay there.
Yeah, you could be there all you want,
We're
bro. I'm
gonna
going
go
with
have a
that.
party.
We're gonna go over there.
There's lakes and
100%.
stuff
You
over
guys are
there.
not
There's
fearful at all for that shit.
I am
No,
definitely
You just
not afraid
live.
to die.
You guys are just living life.
What-
Fuck yeah!
what-
I'm going to heaven when I die.
Well, that's the next great adventure of unknown, of knowing
My
unknown.
worst fear is dying and coming back here.
Nah, it would be sucky.
Because it's just getting worse. It's not going to be better
It
in
is
20
getting
years.
worse.
Nah, my son's here,
Yeah.
so we're good.
Yeah, but you have a lifetime.
Huh?
You have a lifetime with
All
them.
half cyborg people and stuff.
Yeah, barbarians.
AI is going to take over.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Fucking
I'm just
cybernet.
I'm scared.
Of what?
Of
What'd
what?
you
What are
do?
you scared of?
I'm not. I think I'm.
Yeah,
okay,
what did
dude.
you
Yeah,
do?
tell us.
Yeah, what'd you-
Confess now.
I did shit on some slides when I was younger.
Oh,
Slides.
would you poop on them?
Suck.
Yeah, I pooped on.
Yeah, I
Pooped on
kind of
some
figured that was
slides.
gonna.
You're going to
yeah.
burn
That's
for
why you
that.
said I did shit on something.
But seriously, dude, it's not like that. It's an endless, vast wonderfulness that you can do anything.
Why aren't are dogs? They have that. too?
Absolutely.
Everything that
Monkeys?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Ants?
Absolutely. They all have souls, dude.
Ants.
Yeah, sure.
Now you guys are fucking with me.
Big ones, dude. They're all friendly and they're like, "Hey, how's it going, Tim?"
What about insects?
Ants are insects.
Well, I think he's fucking around, so that's why I changed the name of the ant to insect.
Everything living has a soul, even plants.
So are they less?
Stupid? Yeah.
No, are they less than us?
No.
No.
Everything's equal.
Well,
like
I'm
that movie
fucking
Avatar,
eating
right?
chicken, so I'm obviously putting myself above the chicken, right?
You're putting yourself above the chicken. The chicken
Yeah,
is
dude.
not putting you
You're
above them.
talking about ego, dude.
But then, life eats life. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you are a tree. You consume life in some.
So then, how are we
sense.
judged?
You judge yourself, I think.
I think the deeds you do.
Yeah, you guys were in the military.
Yeah.
Doing crazy stuff, dude. Cambodia or whatever.
Cambodia,
Ocean,
The Bahamas, protecting
Thailand,
the beaches.
yeah,
Thailand for sure.
for sure.
Yeah. See?
What does that mean, though?
There you go.
Like,
What do you mean? what does it mean?
like doing good deeds to get you to go somewhere.
So doing good deeds and all that stuff, it's not just about doing a good deed, saying, "Hey, look what I did today." It's not about that. It's
Mr.
the addition of what you're putting to your soul. It feels good to do something. It feels good to give love. It feels good to help somebody when you can. That makes your spirit and your soul stronger.
I feel that too.
That's your workout right there.
It boosts your.
Forget about leg day.
I can't.
Isaac does.
No.
I start my Mondays with leg day.
Hell, me too. But it boosts up your chakras, your insides, your spiritual being, your spiritual food when you do good things and put good energy into the universe.
Hey, she'll fucking vote. Do you believe that there's heaven?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't.
Afterlife.
I don't call it heaven, but
Yeah,
I call
there's
it,
a place, but I'm not going to call it heaven either.
You?
Somebody said there's a heaven, but there's no hell.
So you
There
believe in
is-
the afterlife?
That's the Jehovah's Witnesses, I think.
No, I heard that.
Yeah, probably.
I believe there's a version of that. Yeah.
Sean?
I hope there is. I don't have a
Are you? What would you put the percentage at?
that they're 50-50. I mean,
Oh shit. See, I'm very like I.
You grew up in the church. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you were almost a priest.
Yeah.
I was. I was.
And what happened that one time in Manila?
Some girl broke his
you
heart,
changed
and
your
then
mind?
that's it. Yeah.
I realized
Who broke your heart?
no one.
Oh, dude.
What for to go to church?
No, to make you get out of the priesthood.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
that
were
didn't
best
happen.
friends with Brian at the
I
time,
just
dude.
I saw the
Brian to the
hypocrisy
church.
of what
Yeah.
we were doing.
Yeah.
I can't just look the other way. There was a bunch of hypocrisy in the Catholic Church.
Okay, but you're putting organized religion to the spirituality part.
Yeah, let's get rid
Okay,
of the organized religion.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about
We
how.
should talk about spirituality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
So you can-
the fucking multi-million
Bro,
dollar.
you're talking to a guy who was
church.
a Jehovah's Witness.
Multi-billion-dollar church.
Okay.
And asking for money to help feed the homeless.
I understand
We don't need $1 million church. We need money to feed
Okay,
the
but
homeless.
see-
What
now-
does that have
but-
to do with the other side?
Exactly.
True.
Because I thought I looked at it as just a business from that point forward.
Dude,
And I thought
organized
everything-
religion has nothing
I thought
to do
every
with
single
God or
thing
anything
was a
on the
fucking
other
shake
side,
down.
dude.
And that's the point I'm saying is that you're mixing up both when you should separate because that's for years that's what I thought too.
How
That's for years.
How religious was I? I would try to get you to pray. Remember that shit?
That's the
Good thing
thing.
you
Well, when you're before
No,
you go
there's
into
nothing-
Thailand,
there's nothing-
No, it was just
everybody
like
pray we don't catch something.
I wouldn't
Please
put,
no
I
AIDS.
wouldn't push
Please
it
no
on the people.
Please no AIDS.
But I would be suggestive, you know, like, hey, pray for your mom or pray for your dad or whatever it may or may not be. Or I'll pray for you, or just, you know, weird things like that while I'm shitting on slides.
See, now why you think why is that weird?
Yeah, why is that? That's not weird.
It's
because-
okay.
Because I was like the only person doing that in my group.
and that's okay. Now all of a sudden you can't be original?
I was the only person doing
Come
it.
original dog.
The original homie?
You're an idiot.
Am I?
Yeah.
You have organized religion and faith crossed and jumbled into each other where you need to separate that. That's what fucked you up.
I believe that I believe that I feel something in this area of my body.
Your heart.
When-
It's called the heart.
Yeah,
liver,
something
it's called
around here.
lungs,
I don't know what it
maybe,
is. It
Upper
hurts sometimes.
oratory system.
When I do something good for people.
That's good.
That's what we're
That's
talking
a great
about.
thing.
That's
Okay,
it.
but I'm not. But how can we get that confused with like, oh, now me,
Yeah.
me, and who is me? You know what I mean?
my
like,
God.
who are
Yeah,
Now
you?
we're
he gets
getting
deep. Every
This
time we
isn't
have a
even deep.
show,
This
he
is
goes,
so
"Do you believe in
challenging."
God?"
We went from kiddie pool to 6 feet under.
I
real
feel
deep.
like this is super shallow.
Why?
Because you're worried about you.
Yeah.
the whole
I am.
time.
Oh, you noticed
I
that?
am.
And you're thinking.
I'm very
So
egotistical.
when they're saying like,
It is
say
his
you
show.
do a life review and they're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, if you do good deeds, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
When you do your life review, you get to feel what you made everyone else feel.
Oh.
That isn't about what you felt.
Yeah.
Feeding the homeless. It's about the homeless guy and what he felt when you gave him the food. And if you were sneering at him and made him feel like a piece of shit,
Yeah. Or the
he
guy that
felt
comes
that,
in.
and you get to feel it
Yeah.
later.
The guy that walks in
So-
with the ripped pants and you make fun of him.
You get
Yeah.
to see them moving on and taking care of smiling and enjoying themselves. You're like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That's your reward.
Don't get me wrong. He has done really good stuff. Don't get me wrong. He's not a horrible person.
I'm
Pretty
not
much a
sa-
humanitarian.
Yeah, the ultimate humanitarian from his father's
Phil.
side.
I'm not judging.
No, just playing.
It's just a bit that we
But
run the
yeah,
show
but
sometimes.
what I'm saying is that I mean, coming from someone that was really deep in an organized religion, I learned still to kind of take away from what I learned and separate organized religion to a spirituality at some point, and believe in a certain form of a heaven. If it doesn't necessarily need to be a pearly gate or anything, but being around Stefan has helped me really understand more of the perspective of interdimensional stuff and spirituality and energy, right? Stuff like that. So if there is anything that I can come up and look at it, I would really want it to me, my energy going back to the positive light, to the positive energy, part of that bigger, whatever that bigger entity is, right? So to make sure that not from the good deeds that I do, I want that to go into the good side or whatever that would be. Just, I kind of felt that that's where it drives me to go back to whatever that source is. You know what I mean? To be in.
And I do feel a source. Yeah. I mean, that's something I can honestly say that I feel that there is something more. But I think my brain tells me that don't think too much of yourself because you're just lucky to be human. You're lucky to be alive. And I think it's more greed too. Like I'm thinking that there's an afterlife. Like why is there afterlife for me and not an animal? This is how I used to think. You told me there is, so I'm not sure. But that's
so you're back to where you were. Okay.
Yeah.
So why would there be that? And so that's where I was internalizing everything, or how I internalize it.
Well, an ant doesn't always have to be an ant. That energy could transform into something else. It could be whatever it wants to be. And sometimes they recycle and go through this process of coming back and being something better each time around.
There's people that have memories of past lives where they were sea turtle or a whale.
I have memories of past lives. I have 2 very distinct memories of past lives, detailed. I could tell you the furniture that was in the room when it was happening.
What animal were you in those past lives?
Oh, the donkey, of course.
I think I remember 3.
Yeah, I was one of them when I was a monk, and I remember I was excited for tomorrow, so we were going to go to bed early. So what we used to do is our sect was we would handwrite the Bible. We all were given a section. We didn't just write the whole thing. We were all given a section to do. We would write the Bible out, this passage we have, then we would bind it with this really wooden covers, and then it had thread through them, and then we put them on these shelves. And then another monk would come by, grab those, and take them to the other guys, so they would start assembling the handwritten Bibles. And I remember seeing my bed, and it was kind of had these wood posts, and it had these like kind of like leather things that held it up, and it had like this wool on it that was kind of like a mattress thing. And I was excited because I think there was like a party or something that we're gonna have the next day. And I remember going to sleep, and that was it.
Holy shit!
Yeah, just like it was yesterday.
That was some holy shit.
But I mean, I've never. Another thing that saddens me is, like, are you saying that we have memory, right? Like, do we ever have the same connections again? That, like, for instance, my kids. That is just one thing. The moments that we have with them, the moments I have spent with them, the moments we have done things together. That means those memories mean the world to me. You know what I mean?
That's why I love my shaman appointments, is because I get to hear a lot about my past lives and the connections that I have in this life and who they may have been in another life. So my daughter and I are always together in other lives, but we were Mongolian warriors together for the Kublai Khan once. I mean, we probably weren't even.
That's awesome.
We probably weren't even related. We just were warriors together. So
the Horde.
She's been my mother before in France. So there's just you play different roles.
And we're all surrounded by each other as we pass through each life.
Isn't that a beautiful? But think about it. That's beautiful. Think
It's
about
a soul
it.
family.
We're
Yeah.
like, yeah. So like, if we have a connection with everyone, we've interacted with everyone in this room at one point or another. That means at some point throughout whatever timeline or other lifetime, we've come across each other at one shape or form. Which
Possible.
It's possible, which is beautiful.
Well, you know what's weird is like when Manson was in the house with my daughter for that month, he said, "I knew your Papa Bruce."
Oh wow.
And so I said something to Morgan's dad and said, "Hey, he's saying the ghost is saying he knew your dad." And he goes, "Oh, that's such a load of crap. You know, they were at a carnival and like they looked at each other once. But how is it that you would never remember somebody that you looked at a carnival once, but after you pass, it's like you remember every single small interaction with everybody. It's very weird.
Well,
Damn, then it makes me think I'm probably the
it's
asshole.
your mind. It's we're like machines. We're recording everything, every moment. Even though our conscious can't remember it, it's taped into our subconscious. And when they talk about processing and judgment, or they sit down and just talk about things, they're just running through that. You know, hey,
So is it our conscience that leaves?
it's our super conscious.
So what about dreams?
What about dreams?
I mean, when you're dreaming, is that somehow a part of your conscience leaving and in going to the other life where you're
Sometimes it
from?
also travels.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it
Sometimes you
gets
stay local.
visitations, Yeah.
Sometimes you get visitors, like family members or spirits that are coming and tell you whatever. I dream about my mom, and I wake up, my hand is hanging off my bed, and she's been holding my hand. And it's ice cold, ice cold. Where Arlene will be there, and I'm like, my mom was just here, and she goes, how do you know? And I just put my hand on her shoulder, and she goes, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, my mom was just here. She was holding my hand. It's ice cold.
So
Yeah.
well, just this whole thing has got me thinking. You know, because you're close to it, you touched it, you know, and that's amazing. I love your story.
I wanted to write the book. I mean, first of all, the show was filmed in 2015, and everything kind of happened and came to a head in 2021. So it was like the show was made, and it was like open ended. We didn't know how it ended, you know. And I get messages from people around the world after it airs in some other country saying, "Oh, did you find the body?
Are you still digging?
Yeah, they want to know if I.
Because that was the end of the episode. Was you jumped back in the pit, talking about keeping digging.
Yeah, and so everybody always wants to know. But then the other thing was, it's like, well, I hope people would read it because I actually have a positive attitude after all this, you know, and what we've been through is that, like, I know that there's more, you know, there's on the other side. Like, I just know it. Now I hang out with, you know, my dad, my stepdad, my friend who passed. Like, I'm hanging out with them all the time. So
it's a blessing.
It's changed, absolutely.
you know, anytime you can learn a lesson, I think that is a blessing. And how many times do you learn a lesson and it came real easy? Like, you know, it usually doesn't. It comes, you know, you learn a lesson from something hard. So I think I bought the house for a reason. We learned our lessons. We learned a lot about ourselves, about Morgan, about, you know, life and death and after life, and the lessons keep coming. My house is a cornucopia of lessons.
Well, where can people find you? Where can they find your book? And if any local people want to book a tattoo with you, how do they do that?
So booking is through my website. I've got an appointment page. Anyone at my shop can be booked through it very easily. You don't even have to talk to us. And then just email your ideas. It's real easy. The book is available on Amazon. I also have copies at the shop. And I've got prints of some of the stuff I draw. I do see quite a lot nowadays when I meditate or wake up in the middle of the night or whatever. So I get a lot of what we call Middle Kingdom, but it's the fairy realm. We get a lot of that at my house now. My house happens to be on dimension lines, so I've seen the dimension line. I've looked in the sky and seen it, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And I've mapped it all the way across the country, actually, and it seems like a lot of my friends are on the line. Like, they move onto the line. So I think, you know, it's probably something to do with this dimension and the shifts that are going on right now.
The ley lines.
We're definitely on a line, and
That's what that hill up there is. It's like a big divider.
there's something up there.
Because I've had calls from that area from other people.
Is this you?
That is me.
Girl, good job. Look at that. Very.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm booking it right now.
Yeah.
Just because of that picture.
So, and your socials, you want to give those out?
Yeah, it's my name, Danielle Oberosler. That's it. It's easy. The tattoo room. If you find the tattoo room, you'll find me because, you know, my name's hard to spell, but
And pronounce, apparently.
somehow tattoo is still hard for people to spell
Like,
it.
what's that
2
one?
O's at the
Two
end.
How many-
2 O's.
One O is silent.
Well, check her out. Go to the tattoo room. Danielle Oberosler.
You can't get a first name.
Wow.
The first now I
You
can't
messed
say
up the last name too. That
Put
time.
that in post.
And The Haunted Guest House on Amazon. Thank you so much. It's been an awesome experience. I would
There's
love
the book.
if
There's
you
the
want to
book.
come back. I would love to talk to you more about your drawings and the Second Kingdom. Is that
Hey,
what
do
you've
you
been
have
calling
my
it?
lion on your?
I have, yeah, I drew. Stefan has a little friend. This guy was leaping all around the theater at Paracon. Try to tilt it so it's not. You see it?
Yeah.
Turn it.
Turn it what?
Turn it sideways so it goes bigger.
Oh, nope.
Oh, okay. That one does
Sorry about
nothing.
that. It's in the actual Procreate app, but
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
interesting because he jumps really, really far and he's really bony, but he's almost monkey-like.
Can I see?
So I've
Just,
had
Facebook
other
me,
psychics that
I
have
can
come on
see-
my show, and they tell me that I have a monkey running around behind me while we're filming the
Oh
show.
shit, that's crazy.
And I see
like
that,
a
and it's
monkey
like you talk about being
tiger.
monkey. It's like I thought about it, and I'm like, well, the
Lion.
teeth are monkey-like in the face and not lion-like.
It's not lion-like in the face. It's got like human eyes and mouth, and it's got really long claws. And Morgan says it is monkey-like, but you do have 4 monkeys.
I do have.
You have
and
4
it's-
monkeys, and you've got this lion that
Yeah, I got a
moves
pack.
like
I got a
monkey.
zoo going on. It's nuts.
Yeah, and we named him Leo because he didn't have a name.
What are
That's
you
cool.
talking about? These animals.
He's got a part of his spirit group.
I don't-
or
I don't know
his
if you'd
little
understand.
entourage is.
It's above your head.
So besides my spirits that I take with me everywhere I go, I have
This was
some.
awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dick. Did the middle of his sentence
I'm not
interrupt
talking-
the
you guys
beginning of
talking-
yours?
I'm
Yeah,
looking-
that was cool,
I'm
dude.
looking at
Yeah,
her
I don't
stuff.
have one of those on.
I'm
Following me,
I'm
okay?
looking
Thanks,
at her
man.
Stuff. Here, where's the?
Yeah,
Okay.
did
Where am I
you
here?
set up your appointment yet?
I did. I'm just gonna get something small. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because then Tim probably steal it. And
It's all right. She has a picture of it on her phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you have monkeys that follow you?
Yeah, pretty much. They don't. Yeah, they're with me. They don't
just
really
monkey
follow
around
me.
me,
They're
don't
just part of it.
Are they spirits?
Yeah,
They're not
technically.
going to reincarnate?
They can reincarnate whenever they want.
Yeah, they're,
So they're
they're,
just
they're
gonna-
more magical than us.
Is this? They're not going to light?
They don't need to go to the light.
They're monkeys.
So just
They're part of the nature system of light.
okay. Then what about the people that watch over you? They're not going to light,
The people are. They are in the light.
but they're watching over you at the same time.
They, dude, I told you again. They don't. You're not stuck there, dude. You get to leave the campground anytime
Oh,
you
you
want.
did.
Come visit family. I
But
mean, you
aren't
might have
they-
noticed it, but my
Well, when
house
you're
is
in the-
crazy when it's holiday season.
Bro, when you're
I
in
have
the
8
light,
dead spirits from my wife's side of the family coming to visit. It's
when you're in the
nonstop.
light, if you can come over, why aren't you reincarnating to do another experience?
Because maybe you don't need to.
oh, maybe that's just your
Maybe
final
you're at that
destination?
point where you're just like totally solid and good with it right now.
All right, this is a Red Light to Show, and we'll be right back with more stuff.
We
But
don't know yet, but what it is. But we're gonna come back.
it's
with stuff.
something.
It's
It's stuff. It's a lot.
it's something and stuff.
The Tattoo Room, the Haunted Guest House. Check them out. Book appointment. Get your book on eBay
What's the name of the
or
guest?
YouTube or
What?
Amazon.
What's the name of the guest?
Who's our sponsor today?
Yeah, who's who?
That tattoo.
The Tattoo Room is our sponsor, and our guest is
Yeah, Google it.
Google. No, wait. Say so. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to lip sync her name and then edit the name right here. Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Danielle Oberosler.
There it is.
There it is.
I fucking did it, right?
Yeah, you did. I think so.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
We'll go with that one.
Sure. We'll take that one. Print that
Look
one.
at how he spelled that bitch.
I know.
I can't see that far.
Bunch of S's.
and the
Osler.
and the fourth one silent.
We'll be right back.
Keeps just scrolling. So
Is it-
somehow
is it
they
good?
finish something.
Are we
I
good?
don't know what's going on.
Okay, we're back. I can start.
Dude,
All right,
that blue cup looks terrible, but okay.
all right. Honestly, like, I just, I'm upset with you. That's why.
Because you got
Which
bamboozled
one?
For her. Which one? Where were you upset of her?
Her getting bamboozled with that whole thing.
Instagram? Yeah, okay.
Yes. She literally lost her whole fucking Instagram.
What,
If
her-
you're just listening.
Her
now.
500 followers?
I don't
And she's
know.
like insistent she's gonna get it back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, you are gonna try.
You're wasting time on
What the
it.
hell is in the bottom of my cup? Don't put your gross cup on my cup.
It's a roofie. It's strawberry flavor.
Don't put your gross cup on my cup.
She, he doesn't need a roofie her.
Your cup is gross.
What are you talking about? That's not my cup.
Yeah,
That's
it was. You just drank all that.
No, I didn't. That's,
Anyways, moving along.
All right, so another reason why I'm upset with you
Nasty.
is because I honestly hate, and I found this out. Like, don't tell me how I knew. I found out. I know. And if we won't air this if we don't have to, okay? I hate that you're into fentanyl now.
Oh, what?
Fentanyl.
What is that? Is that a drug?
Oh,
what's
yeah.
fentanyl?
I never heard of it
please tell me you're
before.
fake. Please tell me.
Is
you're
that a
making this
planet?
up.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
What you put on your donuts?
Is she for reals?
Is that a new
You know how
rap
I feel
artist?
about this.
No,
I know. I'm getting upset.
I don't
This
listen
is-
to hip hop.
This is
You're gonna hurt yourself.
a trigger point for me.
I hate that you're into fentanyl.
Is this for reals? Are you fucking with me?
Look, that's why she's trying to act all cool.
I'm not into fentanyl or.
You're not
anything
into
like that.
fentanyl. This
Just
dick in your
getting it.
mouth.
Just getting it.
You're so dumb.
You're all in it too.
No.
Are you not?
What?
Are you not into it?
Into fentanyl. This dick in your mouth.
I like. You guys are like.
Welcome to the red light district.
Every time he was brushing his teeth.
I was
Fentanyl?
like, what?
Is that fentanyl this dick?
Is that what Michael Jackson died of? No, wait, that's a different thing.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Hypno.
All right, we'll move on. We'll move on. Did you talk to that girl? I saw you fucking typing up a storm like a motherfucker.
No, I was editing some shit. No.
You weren't editing anything on
You
your
know what?
phone right
He's
now.
editing little Isaac
Yeah.
little face.
Yeah.
What were you doing? So
My comeback for IG, so when she sees it, she sees my shit.
what happened?
No, it's on my IG, Isaac Ice 805 at IG. If you want to follow the great Isaac. Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time. Fucking.
What the fuck are
What
you
the hell is
talking
that,
about,
dude?
Yeah.
What the fuck's your problem?
What do you mean it's a fucking
That's
problem?
gay.
Is it?
Dude, that is
Yeah.
Uber.
Yeah, I guarantee you, dudes in fucking Kentucky aren't gonna write that on their Instagram.
Would you?
We don't know how to spell most of those words.
Damn, dude. That's why they don't do it.
It's for her, not for anybody else.
But it's on Instagram with your
Showing
500
everywhere.
followers.
I hate it when people do that. They talk through Instagram. Why don't you send her that?
Oh no, she knows.
Why does she even need to know? Why don't you just send
You're
it to
a
her?
millennial, aren't you?
Why do you have to bring me involved in it?
What are you? You don't even watch my stories.
Sometimes.
Not really.
Debatable.
No.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw my story?
Yesterday.
No. Well, what was it?
Mm,
Exactly. You
fucking
don't-
working out.
No, it wasn't because I haven't worked out in 2 days.
You posted it yesterday.
No,
though.
I did it. I don't post when I don't.
Fucking Dodger game. I mean.
No,
said you were
I wasn't.
Dude.
No, you're posting about the Dodger
I
game.
did it.
A little bit.
No, not at all.
Like your food.
Nope.
It's like,
Like
a
your
combination of all of it.
A collage. You collage it up.
You did have
It
a
was
collage.
something
It was
with
awesome.
Guns N' Roses. I know.
It was definitely you in the mirror taking
Definitely.
a picture of yourself
With my Guns N' Roses shirt.
of your traps.
Yeah. Oh God. Yes. That's more believable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should have went for that one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
The traps.
Yeah. They're called thirst traps.
What were you doing?
Yeah, I didn't post anything.
Oh,
A couple of days. Yeah.
the last time I saw it was leg day.
Yeah, probably.
I watched your story.
No, thank you.
I'm a friend.
I know. I don't watch your son. That shit was cute as shit. Your
Oh,
little tickle spot.
man, I want to play it. I told myself I wouldn't do things.
Why?
I mean, real fast.
Only if you cry.
Did you guys?
He's adorable. I love your kid.
Thank you. Did you guys hear about that guy who evaporated? No,
Where was this at?
He evaporated, huh?
Arizona.
no, it's recent.
Like-
He evaporated.
Like his body evaporated.
Yeah, I heard that he will be missed.
Oh.
Dude, who writes this for you, Isaac?
MIST, miss.
I wish.
Hey, Tim, say this horrible joke today. It bombed at my last joke, so you try it.
Where is he? Is he on my Instagram?
Who?
Of my
Isaac?
kid.
I heard he perspired.
No,
I know,
mine
it
was way
in the-
better.
what do you mean not perspired?
Okay, here it is.
Sweat, mist, water. Oh. Thank God he doesn't laugh like you. A baby version of.
Yeah.
How would that sound?
Oh, he's like 11 weeks old today, or yeah, this
Should
week.
be a guest on the show.
I have a
Eventually.
I love you guys.
I have you in here, so as soon as you stop coming for a show, we'll have them in.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I love you guys, and I probably just me because I don't have kids, but I'm kind of over people saying like how much older in weeks you're like. We're gonna go 13. Are you gonna go like want to be the parents? They're like, oh, my son's 13 months.
No,
I hate that
it's
too.
like
I hate
3. No. It's, after that's 3 months, 4 months.
96.
It's
Once
2.
Yeah.
Once you hit 12 months,
Once you hit
start saying 1
year,
year.
yeah.
I agree, 100%.
I never do that.
I'm just saying, don't be that person.
Yeah.
But didn't you know me when Julian was younger?
Yeah, but he wasn't like
4
2
or
or
5?
3. Yeah, but you didn't say he was 37,000
You know,
days.
I don't do that because I'm not fucking weird.
Okay, thank
Somebody
you.
told me the explanation that they had for that is because they say it in months because there's such a significant for all the months until like 3 years or
Just
something
say
like
a
that.
year.
I know.
I don't know. I don't do that stuff.
Okay, thank
I'm
God.
not
Thank
weird.
you. I just want to make sure you don't do
Yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, thank you.
So you haven't? You said she still hasn't responded to you?
No, she's working, and if she does, then whatever. I'm not even. Listen. I'm show focused. I had a vent. Thank you. Listen, this is one of the things that I love about the show is that you guys must bust my balls. It's very therapeutic, and it lets you me vent, right? Because I don't
why
like
we do it.
I don't like to be negative, right? I don't like that negative energy that people, especially to create that.
You're being weird right now, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to be. I'm just being positive.
No, I don't know.
And
what you're
I
trying
was
do.
able to vent. I was able to, I talked to Stefan outside.
Why are you trying to sound so healthy? This is not
I'm
you.
not.
She called him unhealthy.
This is not you.
It has nothing to do with health. It has to do with just being positive.
No, this mental.
Hashtag positivity.
This mental
baby.
like energy that you're trying to put out into ether.
Listen.
I'm shooting that shit down.
Listen.
That's not him.
Okay, listen.
That's not how he acts.
Listen, we had someone that used to
Not
push
how he acts.
positivity on the show. And,
Body positivity.
well, not even body positivity because we would be wasting time over here. But
Shut up.
what? Be positive. I'm not saying negative.
You
Flaunt
are so annoying.
your titties. I don't care. Do what you want. But what I'm saying is the positive energy. We just had a beautiful person come in and talking about all this stuff, auras and energies and stuff like that, healing. I was able to vent with you guys. You guys busted my balls, and you're gonna continue to bust my balls, and that's fine. I was able to vent, and now I'm in a better place to accept this ball busting that you're gonna do in 3, 2, 1.
I love your
Dude,
blouse.
Those
Thank you.
fucking pants, man. Oh my god.
Game blouses.
Oh my god, I go faint. So what were you doing? Oh, you're trying to get into your Instagram?
This girl bamboozled herself.
I know. What a freaking lame. Who falls for that?
It looked legit. They sent a text to me, to my actual phone.
Hey, do you want to?
Who's they?
Cryptocurrency?
This friend of mine from work.
Your friend of yours from work sent you a message saying
Yeah.
that you should give her money.
No, it was a text saying to verify, and they were trying to get me to like their page for the merchandise they were going to start a business on.
Let me see if you.
And
wrote
your
that.
friend at work never happened to mention that to you before?
Well, he's not working in the office anymore, so I don't see him on a daily. So it seemed really legit.
Seemed.
And then he even
really
responded
legit.
because at first I said that it looked weird and it's not really working anyway. And then they said, "Oh, can you screenshot it and send it to me, and I'll try again or whatever because it's not working." And so it seemed like normal, like they were talking back and forth, and it was somebody from work. So and then it was going to my actual phone to my text, so I thought it was real. Usually I don't.
What
fall
do
for
they
that
get
crap.
from this though? They get one person to fall for one of these scams.
Well, yeah, like so. This is actually a very common thing that people are doing is they're hacking people's accounts, saying that they're quadrupling their money and they're investing their money, saying, "Hey, this person's really great. Look at I invested X amount of money, and now look how much money. Look at my bank account." It's a new scam that's out there. It used to be, the big scam out there where people would call you and say, "Hey, you got credited on a Microsoft account, and now you're getting charged $300." People get on the phone. They do the whole share screen. They get on your screen. They work the coding to have you open up your bank account and look and make them.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, there's a dude that I watch on YouTube, and he
Scams them?
He scams them or pretends he's like an old lady.
Oh, I
And
saw
keeps
that
them
guy
there
too.
for like 6 or 7 hours, and saying like they finally want Google gift cards. And the new thing he's been doing is he opens up the Google Play account. And he redeems them. He goes, and then they're like, no, ma'am.
They
no,
flip
no.
out.
And they flip the fuck out. I love it.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah, don't do that. Ma'am, are you stupid? You stupid. I go, oh, shit. It's fucking amazing. I love it.
Like tax IRS shit.
Yeah.
There's this other dude I saw on YouTube that he's hacking into their cameras, in the fucking
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
And there was one that
in
I
the
saw.
call centers.
There was one last night where I saw a guy work with the cops, and the cops came in and raided them and arrested them. They shut down. They couldn't see the feed, but they heard the audio, and
I saw that
yeah,
too.
that was like, oh,
I saw it on TikTok.
Okay, but what does anybody have to gain from stealing somebody's Instagram account? Like, what is?
well, they're bamboozling people by
through that they're bamboozling her friends.
yeah. So so if they get another Suzanne on there, and they're like,
Dumbass.
oh,
Suzanne made money. I can make money.
yeah, and then
okay,
so then
got
they'll be like, oh, I want in, and then they'll be like, oh, cool, perfect. Oh, send me $100,000, $100, and then like,
And then they blame Suzanne,
Yeah.
not anybody else.
yeah.
smart? Okay.
No, she's not.
How dare you? Her and that word.
Don't
No, I'm
ever.
talking to scammers, not Suzanne.
Yeah.
The only smart you could ever be is if you marry Sean's brother.
He's already married. That would never happen.
Or your dick
He's
in
not
her.
stupid.
Then he'll be smart.
That's also never gonna happen. Well, she
Do you
tried.
do you want us to give you a makeover?
No, I definitely don't need.
Remember that time that person tried to do that makeover?
That
on the
lasted
show?
like
It was
3 shows?
4
It was
hours.
awesome.
Or can we give you a makeover
No, never.
to help you get a guy?
We should
I-
have
first, I
Pat
don't
give her a
need that.
makeover.
Why are you looking at me? I didn't say that. He's the one that said it.
No, I'm saying.
And why are you
it's a
still on
group.
Instagram? That's not gonna work.
I'm going to get back in.
That's what he said.
And no, I don't need a makeover.
You should do that on
Just so-
Time.
Prettiest person here.
We can to help you out.
That's
I know
debatable.
you think
Hey,
you are, but
I didn't say that. Show motherfucking vote.
Show
You guys are-
motherfucking
you guys are
vote.
biased.
Okay.
Is she the prettiest one here?
Who's prettier
yes.
than?
Or
her?
who's prettier than Suzanne? I'll go first. Sean, go.
Thank you.
Me.
Good.
Chris Barang.
Chris. Who's the prettiest person here?
Y'all haters.
This
Thank
is
you.
Sean.
I got
Sean.
two.
It's
Sean
Sean.
got 2 votes. Fuck.
I
Sean.
guess
I picked Sean.
Hey, oh, dude, I voted for you.
Who did you pick?
Because they picked me.
And who'd you pick?
I Stefan.
See, that's fair.
Okay, I picked Sean again.
I picked him.
You can't pick Sean again.
I wanted to go twice.
Tim's looking phenomenal. Look at his chest. He's looking great. Stand up, please.
Hold on.
Look at
No, I didn't. I
Dun,
no,
dun,
no, I
dun.
didn't. No, I did not.
Yes, he did.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
You're
We can
lying.
play the video. I did not call you fat at all.
Well,
What do you mean play the video? You did it off air. You did
Oh,
call him
No, I
out.
didn't.
Yes,
no, I
you
didn't.
did.
When?
Yes,
What did
you
I say?
Don't lie.
oh shit.
You gonna believe retarded person over here? Fucking take my Instagram.
Don't try to deflect.
Oh.
He's trying to deflect.
Do you know I made a song about her? All right, so things might be different in Kentucky than they are in America.
Listen, no, retards are retards all over the place. It doesn't change. It doesn't
You
change.
can't even use
So-
that word nowadays.
In Kentucky, if
This is the
someone,
Red Light District show.
if someone goes into a bathroom 5, 6, 7 times and takes a long time,
Yeah.
what are they normally doing?
If they're not taking a shit.
Oh yeah, jacking off. Right.
Jacking off?
No, not Isaac. We're talking about somebody else.
So, I mean, what are the possibilities of someone being in the bathroom a bunch of times?
Drugs. Right.
That's something I would think.
Yeah.
That's what
So-
they do on Netflix.
So, I end up writing a song.
Okay.
What I thought she was doing in the bathroom.
Because she was going 8 times a day.
Oh my
No,
god,
I wasn't.
nonstop,
A lot.
nonstop,
They make up like everything.
and it goes like this, everybody.
So I have a little prize. It's nothing big, but it's something if you can guess the most gifts of who gave who what.
Like 25 times.
I do shine. If you haven't noticed.
If you haven't.
Do you know where this is from?
I'm the best gift giver.
What song this is?
Johnny Cash.
Why can't I talk to whichever camera?
Thanks for giving me the answer. That was cool.
No. Yeah.
That's funny. Like, did you hear that clip? She was like, "Why can't I talk to whatever camera?" Like, are you fucking retarded? Like,
They're
what
all
person?
watching the same thing.
What person in like they're in on a TV show or like a wannabe TV show and they're going, "I can talk to whatever one I want."
Only news anchors get to do that. Like
Camera one?
No matter what you guys got, my gift wins.
I did.
8, 9.
I'm pretty sure I beat all of you with my gift that I got.
You're so very full of yourself, huh?
I did have the best gift. My gift for sure won.
no, it did not. Mine was
My
way
gift
better.
was
I
100%.
gave a baby custom-made onesie
I gave.
with a matching daddy tee.
Oh, now
It
we're
won,
in the best part of the show
100%.
finally.
Yeah, it did.
15.
I do shine. We haven't noticed.
This is very true.
I butter up my nostrils I butter up my nostrils all the time. I'm feeling fine. I chalk some lines. It's a logical explanation of what's happening in the bathroom.
I'm not in the bathroom.
19?
Hardly ever.
20?
Maybe fentanyl.
I talk so much, my face is turning blue.
That's a good one.
I can't talk when I want, so Tim, fuck you. I spark.
I talk when I want, so Tim, fuck you. Yeah. Just in case anybody wanted to know.
I chalk some lines.
I do shine. We haven't noticed. Oh, I'm pretty sure mine's like the best.
That show was not good for you, huh?
I do shine. We haven't noticed.
I'm my favorite one.
I pop my tits up for everyone to see. I like to flirt, but I'm on a journey of celibacy. Stay out of my vagina. I'll chalk some lines.
I think that's Sean's lyric.
The
The last two verses were the one.
Those are good ones. They're clever. We need to film a video for this song.
I'm even smarter. What I do 12 lines of blow.
12, I said.
Tim thinks I'm great, so Isaac eats some crow. I'm feeling.
Do you see what that said? Tim thinks I'm great, but Isaac eats some crow. So Isaac eats some crow. That's what I said.
Eat some crow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like in your face.
Oh.
Tim thinks I'm great, so Isaac eats some
yeah,
crow.
yeah.
So he's been trying to get rid of you since then.
Oh, we do. If you think that you're retarded for reals.
You are a hater. You're mean all the time.
All right, why would I have this back? We did this in
December.
Yes. So he's been trying to get rid of you since December.
That's not true. I'm only.
He was mad that I had
I'm the only one that's vouching for you here. I said when everyone wanted not you to be here, everyone. I'm just keeping it real. I'm breaking the third wall here. I'm the only one that said, you know what, fucking whatever, give her a chance. And actually, Tim's like, you know what, she'll be good for the radio. And then everyone's like, no, get rid of her. And you can believe whatever. After this,
What do you believe?
You can believe whatever you want now.
I have an insider that says that everybody voted yes except for Dennis and the old man.
Phil wasn't even part of the vote, so who's your dumb
The insider
insider?
said
Stupid?
that Isaac voted yes to keep
Insider, we got a snitch in here.
Yeah,
So the snitch said that
who's the mole?
whoever the
they're no
snitch
longer
is,
here.
they don't know that he wasn't part of the vote. So who's the snitch?
I think it was somebody that was trying to get.
It
their
has
dick
to be
sucked.
Pat.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone that was trying to get their dick sucked.
Because that's the only person that wouldn't know.
The insider is fucking Ice's dick.
Oh, it was inside her mouth.
He.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, she
did
sucked him
3
off.
o'clock because you're the guy who said to keep her on the
Listen,
show?
listen, if you suck my dick, I'm not gonna kick you off the show like that unless you do something crazy.
Oh, I get it. Casting couch. I've been in the industry for a long time, bro. I
You
get
know what I'm
it.
saying? It was good. I'm not saying it was bad.
Yeah, you keep bragging about it.
Yeah.
Here-
Is that why your girlfriend's all mad at you?
Oh, she knows what's up.
So I'm going to. I actually have his number.
Oh no.
CH.
Cuz.
And I'm going to call him. Or do you not want me to?
What? Is this a bit? This is weird.
Chris.
Delia.
My Chris?
I don't know if he's your Chris. He might
What,
be
do you own
the
him or
state of
something?
California's Chris in a little bit.
What's the number? Give me the first 3 numbers.
Not going to do that right now.
Give me the first 3 numbers.
But what I'm going to do is I can call him. Or you can say no.
No thanks.
Show motherfucking vote.
Oh god.
Well, then why did you
Call
give the
him.
option?
Jeez, put the hammer down and
Okay,
call his ass.
should we call
Come
him?
on.
Call.
Him, dude. We're wasting time. Call him. You subscribers out there,
Call?
let us know in the comments.
Are
who
you
wants to
drinking
call.
still? What are you doing?
She got an extra
Call.
big one.
Yeah,
because
do it.
We're
she
about
already-
to call him.
Oh my god.
Is that
dude.
your beer with your wine? Because you chuck some lines?
Okay. Make sure
Yours
it's on
might
me.
be lime pie. You better not be calling.
I am.
You better not be.
Why?
'Cause
There'll be a fight tonight.
She's in charge of the relationship. She already said that. It's her house.
You're literally calling him.
What up? Yeah.
Hey, Chris, what's up?
What up, cuz?
How are you?
Shit, you know how I do,
He
fucking.
doesn't talk like a black person. He He talks like he's white.
Sounds like a Chinese guy. Change it up.
Tell me.
Freeloader life, son.
Freeloading life?
Freeloader's life, son.
Freeloader's life. All right, what happened this week with you guys in your fight?
Shit, you know Joey be talking that shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she doing shit.
Gotta straighten her up, right?
Gotta put that shit to get their hands. She don't want that smoke.
How do you, she doesn't want the smoke?
She don't want the smoke. She just wants that big dick. You know what I'm saying? With BBC, baby.
Hey, how do you set her straight?
I didn't hear you, cuz.
How do you set her straight when she gets out of pocket?
Yeah. And she get dick slapped in the face, son. I said, let me see those nostrils, girl. Show butter them nose. Yeah.
Are you the one that got her into coke?
Shit. Hey, she got me into it, son.
Oh.
Hold
on real fast. Hold on.
Never done coke.
Okay, he's saying that you're doing coke.
No.
I muted it. He's not hearing.
I've never done coke.
Okay.
On coke.
You can't say that
Look,
you're muted.
He didn't hear. It's muted. What did you say, bro?
I bet you she trying to tell you she didn't do no coke.
How would he know?
How would you know that I do no coke?
That you would say that, oh, I bet you she's saying she's not doing coke.
Because I got probation and shit.
So how do you get away with it if you have to pee?
I'll steal her pee.
Oh, you pee from? She's on it too.
You know, she does the dog.
Oh, your dog's pee? He gets your dog's pee and he pees at the probation officer?
Pads, you know what I'm saying? And I just squeeze the out like a squeegee into the cup.
Yeah.
All right, cuz.
All right, cuz, stay fresh, baby.
Oh my God, Chris is awesome, huh?
He sounds like an
except for
alright
hitting
guy.
you.
Yeah.
Except for hitting you. I
He's
think
a
he's
pretty
pretty
alright
cool.
dude. I like him.
When you're asking for it, I mean,
listen, if you want to dodge dodge the fist with your face, that's cool.
Dodge a fist with
I know you
I
did.
know,
You,
that's a problem. You should have. We would not be in this situation on the 12th.
You would have kept your face. You would have kept your Instagram. You would have kept the car. Everything would have been great.
Why do you always walk into these problems?
Can we honestly say, in all honesty, ever since she's met this dude, all kinds of weird, bad shit has been happening.
That's facts.
Yes.
Like, it's been here. Like, you went red light district and you were sparkle and shine. You were great and you were becoming a really good personality on the show. And then all of a sudden, all this shit happened. And now the stock of your show is still going up, but your personal shit is going all the way down.
It's a big intersection. It's like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get your spinoff anytime soon.
No.
So.
Christmas special, I don't think that's happening unless some drastic change happens.
Drastic.
I mean, you.
Said I get to have.
I never heard that.
I haven't heard that either.
It's funny. I can't decide that, but Sean can.
I was gonna say that's
Actually,
definitely not a.
we actually agreed that it was gonna be a Sean Grinchmas. Actually,
it is gonna be Sean Grinchmas
Yeah.
this year.
Oh, shit.
Dan Elf.
Are you willing to show your tits?
Now or on the Christmas show?
No, the Christmas show.
Oh,
For some-
okay.
Well, I'm only back then.
So,
my man's flying back from Kentucky. From
no?
that shit.
All right, hold on. We're off the air. Put mute on everything. All right, everything's muted. He said it.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Are you going to show your tits?
And I'm not showing my tits. It's not.
It's
on mute,
muted.
and I don't trust
Chris
you
isn't
guys
gonna
to
hear
shit
it.
muted
Okay,
or
here's the
Hold
thing.
on, let me ask
What
for
about
It's
permission.
muted. I can see it. I can see the red
what
button
about
right
just
now.
like pasties, like right here, like pasties?
Are you gonna show yours?
Yeah, mine's already on air right
How
now.
about
Look
you
at
show your
boom.
dick on there?
It's like a candy cane for Christmas.
It would have
Hey, can she show her tits at the Christmas special?
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, he said, yeah, it's cool.
I'm pretty sure I thought I heard that too.
That's what I heard. He's like, yep.
$50.
50.
Oh, 50? That's how he's going to make money?
50 bucks. Not $50.
She's
50
thinking
bucks.
about it right now.
So what time did he get up to go to work today?
He doesn't working right now. He's not working.
What
He got more fired her, right? I think that's what it was.
He
Before
does have work right now, but it's
Doing what?
security guard.
Oh,
oh,
that's
he's walking
right.
around the in and
No,
out.
he's like being. Oh, yeah. Maybe not the in and out.
Oh yeah, he's in and out.
Chase.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting chased.
Do you really think he's at work right now, or do you think he's with a girl?
What do you think he's doing?
He's
Do
at.
you think so?
No. Let's.
Are
squash
you
that.
tracking his phone?
He's at your house. Not he's at home. He's at your house.
You guys made a home?
Yeah, because.
No, it's my home.
Thank you.
You let him know that too, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah, she does. This is my house.
Get the fuck out if you don't do exactly what I say.
Oh, you don't want to take you don't want to take the trash out? Fuck you.
Get out of my house.
Get in the car. I'll drive you in the
That's the
ocean.
power you hold over him.
You don't want to just like submit ever to a dude?
Arrested. Reporting him.
Oh, you bypass getting arrested. You know
Yeah,
that.
but you still have him living with you.
No, I know. You asked me what, or he asked. Somebody asked me.
I said that's some
what
power
I-
you got
what
over
I
him.
hold over him, and I said that's what I.
I know that's fucked up.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
You get off on that, huh?
Yep.
No, but I do.
She flicks the bean to that.
I honestly think this. I mean, I've told you this personally that she's into sadomasochism. She needs to be dominated.
Do you have a FetLife account?
Not yet.
I'm on that website.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. There it is. That was a yes or
My
no.
own account. Somebody posted my photographer
Somebody
friend
stole
posted
your
photos.
account on FetLife too.
Oh, so there's pictures of her.
I'm not into that kind of stuff,
Someone
but I am
hacked
on
her.
FetLife.
Yeah, someone hacked her FetLife.
No, I did a photo shoot with my photographer friend when I was like a lot of years ago. And
That's
they
gross.
posted a photo.
For Choke Me magazine or what?
Were your titties out?
Is it tasteful nudes?
They're not nudes. I'm in workout clothes, but it's like the tight feet.
Do you have nudes inside your Instagram?
No. I checked.
Oh, you did?
I don't have nudes that I send or post.
So you have to get them for your Twitter account?
No, you have to wait. No, you have
No,
to wait
from
until
her
she.
OnlyFans
No, you
account.
have to wait until she comes at 3:00 in the morning to your house, and then.
No.
Oh.
That's what you did?
Yeah.
22.
You owed all over her mouth?
No.
Not all over her mouth, in her mouth. That's.
No.
Oh.
But you did say he has a 4-inch penis, right?
I didn't say it was 4 inches either. I said
Her story doesn't add up ever.
Ever.
Here's the thing: you can tell she's lying when her stories never add up. It always changes all the time.
And like this adds on to the craziness, which is you, right? You know, like the poor dude, he's probably hearing so many different stories from you that, and you can't get him straight.
He doesn't even know how big his own dick is.
Yeah, like you said on 2 different occasions that he had a 4-inch penis, and now you're.
said it was 4 inches.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You're even over there doing your little measuring thing with the tape measure.
You're
and
like,
shit.
you
She
know.
agreed to Phil's measuring
I
tape.
said
Tell me.
it was somewhere around the average or slightly above the average.
Fuck
And I
yes,
already
slightly
said
For
above.
that
you, man.
last
Good for
time.
you.
It's a
And I
small,
said the
it's a
national
small
average
club, but
is like 4.5 to 5.5.
4.5 to 5.5.
It's definitely 6.
That's average.
Because I measured it
I
after the
said
show.
It's either average or slightly.
Damn,
above.
I'm
That
feeling
is
pretty
around
confident right about now. Then
It's definitely 6 because I measured it after the show.
6?
But with a 2-inch girth.
I don't know how to measure my
So,
girth.
You know,
so
Is it the
the circumference over.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's only 2 inches?
No, that's
not that big.
That's just shaft. The
Oh, the
head,
diameter
yeah,
is what you're saying.
Yes, and then the head is like 3.5.
4 inches?
Yeah, like no, 3.5.
All right, let's go. The top 10 weirdest.
Mushroom, baby.
I
We're
think
gonna-
all of you guys should measure all of your dicks.
You want? Yeah, you. If you measure my dick, we could all do it right now in the restroom if you're gonna do it.
yeah, go for it. We'll be here.
Yeah.
I
We'll just
Googled
kick back.
how to measure a dick properly.
Okay.
What is-
It came
Look it up
and
on
says, like,
YouTube.
you have to
All right,
push the
every-
measuring tape against the pubic bone.
Okay,
That's how you do it.
so we're gonna do a glory hole in the bathroom, and everyone just stick their dick in there,
You
And
tell
then-
who has the.
and then
biggest
you
dick.
just say who's the biggest dick. We'll say this is dick 1, and then you put the dick.
We
in.
can probably do it right here.
Yeah,
how
we should
thick
do
is
that.
that drywall?
Hey, Sean, write that down.
That's
I
a good
keep
idea.
saying I want to have a glory hole
We
on the
should.
side of the stage.
And then Suzanne will be on the sparkle will be on the side, and then she'll have her measuring tape, and she'll measure the dick out,
yeah,
and then we'll find out who has the biggest dick on the show.
sweet.
All right.
And who has an ugly one
Oh my god.
or a pretty one.
And then the winner gets the dick in the mouth.
No. The winner will get...
Pretty close. No, I'm playing. No.
Are we doing dick piercings? What is that for?
No, he's gonna drill a hole so we can do the glory hole. Look at first one up is Chris saying, "Fuck yeah, let's fucking do that shit."
Do it.
You're the only black one
The
on
winner
there.
gets to co-host the Christmas show with me this year.
No, thanks.
Sounds like a great
I'm gonna change the channel on that.
This is Red Light Disco Show.
Conspiracy icebergs.
Top 10 weird music conspiracies.
Oh God, I love these. This is a lovely segment.
Number 10. Supertramp warned us about 9/11. Supertramp is an English rock band that started in London in 1970. Their 1979 album, Breakfast in America, had a cover that one listener claims predicted the terror attacks in New York on September 11, 2001. The album cover shows the perspective of an airplane window with the New York City Twin Towers in the background. Outside is a flight attendant holding orange juice. The plane theme, combined with New York City, is only the first connection of the 9/11 with Supertramp. Conspiracy theorists also claim that when the image is flipped, the U and P of the band's name spells out 9/11 above the Twin Towers. They also say the word breakfast predicts that
In
the
the
attack
morning.
would happen in the morning. Although coincidences are there, it doesn't seem likely that a British group knew Al Qaeda. That's it.
Okay.
That's kind of eerie.
It is pretty crazy. Number 9, Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain.
Oh, that's true for fucking
Yeah,
sure.
that happened.
Ah, fuck. I don't think that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, let's take it off the conspiracy theory list
I
because
think
that's
actually really true, actually. Or she provoked it or helped.
She had
him.
the most. Actually, some guy came out and said that she offered him a certain amount of money.
Yeah, I think she definitely has her hand.
She might have not have pulled the trigger, but she definitely Hillary engineered it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of things were just funny about the whole thing. You know that it was he was at the peak. They both were all fucked up. So I mean, he could have just been so fucked up, and then she killed him.
Like, just real quick, going back to the Supertramp, like, what is that even supposed to be? Like, I know it's a breakfast scene, but like those shapes are
just
just.
touched the screen again. It went black.
Oh, sorry. What is that supposed to, like? What is that supposed to even be? Oh, because of newsletter. Like, so we have like a bunch of stuff in there. What is that even supposed to be?
New York City.
I know it's if you look in there closer, it's a breakfast scene. There's like breakfast accoutrements and shit. But what is those? What is these cube spheres supposed to be? I've never seen that at a breakfast table.
Maybe a cup.
I don't know. It's weird. Anyway,
What are
look
you
at
talking about?
these cute. Like, so look at there's cups. There's cups here.
Maybe ice.
It just seems weird.
Maybe sugar for your cereal.
It's a cafe. They're in a cafe.
Well, maybe that's a coffee.
Those are called coffee cups and stuff, dude.
Yeah, that might be a coffee cup.
These square things.
No, the cup that
Yeah,
she's
there's
holding
a
might
thing
be
of eggs right there. There's
Yeah, dude. Those are the
there's
to-go
coffee
boxes,
cups
dude.
that are stacked on.
I totally understand that this is a breakfast thing, and this is, but it looks like New York in the city. Look at the ports. Look at the forks are like the.
It's supposed to look like
Right.
New York.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
it's
But I'm
Breakfast
saying,
in America.
But what does that? What are those things supposed to even be?
things on a breakfast table or things that you would make breakfast with.
Yeah, but what is that even like for breakfast? What is that even supposed to be?
What's really interesting is why is it backwards?
Well, this is retrospected out because
That
of
is,
the-
yeah, that's
So
forward.
they flipped the picture, dude?
Yeah, they flipped the picture.
Crazy.
All right.
Someone flipped the picture. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Number 8, Stevie Wonder isn't blind.
He might not be.
Well, Shaq proved that, right?
Yeah.
You
What?
didn't hear that story about
No.
Shaq where
Yeah.
they met in the elevator.
Oh, I did hear something about
He
this.
said, I forgot what exactly transpired, but
And he said something.
He
Shaq.
said like nice shirt or something.
like-
Nice. He said I'm like
hit number 6 for me or something, whatever. I don't know. He just did it, whatever. Yeah.
This is a lot of people said, but how blind is he? Maybe he's just vision impaired.
he's never really. I don't think it's ever really come out how blind he is it? You know.
So, with the Shaq story, Stevie didn't just turn around and hit the number 6. He put his finger there, and in every elevator for blind people, there's Braille.
Braille,
So
yeah.
he could touch the 6.
And I don't know if that's what happened.
And it's not like Stevie said, damn, man, those are cool shoes. See, that's a different story.
I think there's been stories where he actually compliments people, but then again, what if someone already told him that?
Okay, so you can be legally blind and still see a little bit. You can see shades and stuff like that.
And that's what Tim.
They have one of them too. Stevie Wonder caught a microphone that Paul McCartney accidentally knocked over on stage.
He probably saw it and he was able to see the shadow and picked it up.
Yeah.
Come on. It's not like he's driving a truck.
I mean, there's different levels of blindness.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's where we don't know
the level of blindness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for him, and that's not saying that it's bad or whatever, but if you think that he's more blind than not, I think you get more sympathy and more like, oh my, he's a like he gives him more clout, I guess.
So if you ever watch interviews with Stevie Wonder, he's kind of sitting there and he's kind of laid back. He's not moving around much. But when he's on a stage or whatever, he's always moving his head around really fast. And I think it's because there's so many lights on him, he can't see any shades or anything. So he has no idea what's going on. So he's looking around to see if he can get a clue of what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my story right there, everybody.
Oh, I like that. Number 7, Rihanna is in the Illuminati. If you know anything about pop culture, you know about the symbolism, the hidden symbolism in music or in television. They have this gimmick. They have this gimmick. Or there's always something going on where people are saying, oh, that person or this person is part of the Illuminati. And one person in particular always gets brought up because of her use in symbolism in her music videos and her songs, is Rihanna. Does anybody know of anything about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just pop culture.
You think it's just people trying to, that's their avenue or their
it's
gimmick?
pop culture. A lot of these stars get to a certain point and they're watching all the other ones doing it, so they start doing it too. Taylor Swift does the all-seeing eye thing. Beyonce, all the pop stars do it.
Ooh, Katy Perry had that Dark Horse video, and there was a lot of fucking Illuminati-ish occult.
So I don't think that they're like truly like in the Illuminati. They're not the secret keepers. They're not the keepers of the keys.
Just publicity, something to have people.
Yeah, they're just pop stars jumping on that culture. I mean, I've even thought about doing some of those poses for my paranormal pictures and promos.
Yeah,
I bet it will generate.
Be like, oh my god, he's totally part of the Illuminati. That's why he's always on TV hunting ghosts.
And that's another thing. Like, you start doing, if you want a keys to that vehicle, it's starting shit, right?
And then
it's
they'll
making
find you.
people think.
You know, but the thing is the retrospect. If you start claiming that shit, then like that guy came up to you. Remember we talked about it.
But I wasn't claiming that shit.
No, I know. But I'm just saying. For example, say if you start doing that, then they're gonna come. Like, there's repercussions for that shit.
Like the real Illuminati will fuck your shit up.
Yeah. I'd rather not toy with shit like that. You know?
The Freemasons, they're gonna come for you.
Number 6, Jimi Hendrix's manager murdered him. So they have this guy in a 2009 book. This guy named James Wright explains that Hendrix's manager Michael Jeffrey murdered the guitarist. Wright claims that Jeffrey force-fed drugs to Hendrix so he can collect a $2 million life insurance policy. Well, because his manager was a policy holder, he was afraid because Jimi Hendrix was blowing up so big, so fast that he was going to leave him for a different management company, which would probably have happened. So he did what he had to do to at least have something to take away from the experience.
So did he take away with it? Did he get the $2 million?
No, yeah, he got the $2 million.
So I'd say entirely plausible.
Well, how are you saying that he killed him?
Force-fed
him drugs.
Because he was with his girlfriend that night. Because they just got engaged that night, and so they went upstairs to be together.
Maybe he poured him a bottle of champagne that was.
Maybe he forced both of them. It's plausible, I think, but I mean, I don't think that's true.
You have to. I don't think so either, but I do think that it's possible for someone to get fucking force-fed drugs.
Yeah.
Well, they were partying.
I mean, right? People force-fed you drugs, right?
They partied.
I know a guy who was really good friends with Jimi Hendrix and his girlfriend. He actually dated Jimi Hendrix's girlfriend after Jimi died.
Fucking.
And he knows a lot of the insides. We're sitting on his tour bus and he was talking to me about some of that stuff. Because they were close.
Is this conspiracy have any validity?
I don't think so, because not the way that
Jimmy was just into
it's
drugs?
really John Roth, the original guitar player for the Scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good friends with Jimi Hendrix. And Jimi Hendrix's girlfriend used to write poetry. She's a famous writer. And Billy John Roth wrote the song with the Scorpions, We Will Burn the Sky. And that was one of her songs that she wrote about Jimi Hendrix. So.
Well, number 5, Paul McCartney died in 1966.
We already went over that one today, didn't we?
We did. But it also appears on this list.
So remember the answers from the last time we did it.
Yeah.
The album cover of Abbey Road with the bare feet, saying that he is with Earth. He is not one of them. Also, they have the casket and the Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah, that album has no hits on it. I hate that album.
Number 4, Jay-Z can travel back in time. I'm sure if you travel on the internet and you are looking and you're scrolling through, you are bound to see one of those before and after, or celebrities a long time ago. You see a bunch of them. You see Nicolas Cage. You see
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
And one is Jay-Z.
It looks like he's back in like the 1920s or 30s. There's a couple shots of him.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks a lot like him, but no, it's not plausible at all.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z, of all people, he's got a time machine now.
Hell yeah, son. Bitches now, we problems back in 2,000 years ago.
Do you think that if there was a celebrity that would use a time machine, do you think it would be him?
No.
I don't think so.
He would go to the future, probably.
Yeah, I would think so.
No, maybe Nicolas Cage. Go get his career back.
Or his money.
Or
I read something.
Or his hair.
2 years ago or 3 years ago that he was broke.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What did he do?
I don't know, but I did hear that too. That he was broke. He was literally having no money, and he was like borrowing money from people.
I mean, it explains all the movies that he does.
You should do a Comic-Con.
He has. It was Knight Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what has he done lately?
I don't know. Paul Abdul.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah, he was Ghost Rider.
Well, number 3.
That was a long time ago, dude.
The CIA assassinated Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a Jamaican music singer and songwriter, considered the pioneer of reggae. In 2018, stories started circulating on social media that a former agent of the Central Intelligence Agency, Bill Oxley, confessed he killed Marley. The deathbed confession claims that the CIA was responsible for infecting Marley with cancer viruses and bacteria. Since the release of Bob Marley documentary on Netflix indicates the CIA admitted to keeping tabs on Marley in the 70s, it made it easy for fans to believe the agency was behind his death. People have tried to debunk this theory. They found no Bill Oxley associated with the CIA. The photo used in the circulated story was also stock. This story may not be true, but Marley did pass away from brain cancer that started with an infection in his toe.
What was the purpose? Why? For what reason? Well, how was he a threat?
He knew too much, dude.
He was promoting peace and unity.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so they killed him like they did Jesus, or what?
War and everything is profitable for countries like the United States. So when you have somebody who's promoting peace and putting those fires out,
that's influential. That's very influential.
Allegedly. I don't want the CIA coming after me.
They literally
allegedly.
Our government literally weaponizes their people, and if you don't see that, I think that's very fucking dangerous, and maybe reevaluate things that are going on around you. They have literally weaponized politics. Politics is completely weaponized at this moment. You cannot, for one side, if you're a Republican, you are being demonized as racist. You're being demonized as sexist and homophobic.
Phobics.
And if you're a libertarian, or not a libertarian, but if you're a liberal or a Democrat, you're labeled as a Karen, a whiny crybaby, who is crazy and psycho.
Extremist.
So they are literally, and our society glorifies that right now. So when you are, on a TikTok or Instagram and you're liking a post, it is only going to show you like posts like that. So everything you see you're going to think, oh, I'm right. But when you, and the same thing that's happening with the other side, we are in a total situation where they have weaponized their people.
It's a damn shame.
And they're using it to make money to run for office again. Like, days after the abortion thing, like the day of the abortion overturn of Roe vs. Wade, I got a text message because I'm a registered Democrat. If I can help Joe Biden,
And you're all, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Where do I send the training wheels?
Could I
Like-
at least send $15 the same day?
You should reply back. Yeah, I'll give him $15 for his dementia pills.
I actually replied. I once scored 4 touchdowns in a single game
for Polk High.
But it is an interesting situation. Number 2, Elvis is still alive. I don't believe that. I think I want to believe the story that they found fucking 4 months of shit in his colon. I love that story a lot more.
That's a horrible thing.
Yeah, why would you want that story?
Why would you want that story?
It's more
Bro,
colorful.
4 months of shit in your body? Or 3 months maybe? I don't know what exactly, 3 or 4 months. But that is a lot of
I
months.
don't want to picture Elvis with 4 months of poop inside.
Yeah, I want to imagine the king as like when he was in his prime.
Like Blue Hawaii Elvis.
Totally.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not. That is rock
all
and
the
roll.
chicks.
That is metal as fuck. Having
No.
4 months of fucking shit in your colon.
No, it's not.
It's metal as fuck. Yeah,
That's
it is.
Joe Biden as fuck.
Like, that makes me uncomfortable just thinking about it,
Yeah.
kind of. I mean,
That's not fucking.
What do you think that looks like? Like when you open it up, is it dry? Is that why it's not coming out?
No, it's probably compacted and it's probably black like fucking coal.
it's like dark, wet clay.
Yeah.
There's no wet to it because that's probably what's holding it up.
No, I think it's wet. It's just
No,
clay,
it-
though.
You would hope it'd want to be, but
I've
if
actually
it was
I've
stuck.
actually had to help when I used to work at elderly home. I actually had to help dig out a compacted person, and it's not fun, and it's not damp, and it's like coal.
I would imagine it like frozen chocolate ice cream, but
No.
like not
No.
cold.
Not even
Like
close.
that's the consistency.
Well,
That
I was in the military one time with my friend
Just
Brown
once?
Bauer. Yeah, and he actually was compacted. I helped dig that bitch out.
Damn.
And what did it look like?
It was brown,
Dark.
but like flaky.
Yeah.
Remember?
No.
I saved your life.
Oh yeah, that time.
The way you dug your shit out.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Using all your fingers.
Fisty.
I fucking tongued that bitch.
Yeah,
Oh.
make it soft a little bit.
That is-
Some moisture on there.
Definitely did not believe in stool softeners.
They probably didn't have stool softeners back in those days.
And this one's the fucking most silliest one. They saved it for number 1. Gene Simmons has a cow's tongue in his mouth.
Oh, no, that's
That's retarded.
No.
I don't think he's too cheap to pay for that surgery.
It's not a surgery.
It's not a. I mean, you could, or you can. Some people actually have accidentally cut that, not cut, but like dislodged that little thing right here, and then, but it does. I mean, it doesn't make your tongue that much bigger. I mean, you could go to TikTok and Instagram, and you could type that in, and you'll see all kinds of people, especially women that have long tongues like that, and they all guys are like, oh, I can't believe it. Oh my god, let me jack off to it.
Is that on FetLife or something?
I don't even. Is that a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing.
I never
You know what
heard
I'm
of
more into? I'm more into the girls that actually cut their tongues in half,
Like fork 'em?
and they do the fork tongues. Oh, I've always wanted a girl with that. So
Get
I
like
could
a
get
mouth hug from that.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Nah,
You wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to get a mouth hug from a girl with a fork tongue.
I don't give a shit.
Susan,
I mean,
cut your tongue in half.
I don't. I've fucking got blowjobs from multiple people before.
Sure.
People? So like guys too?
No,
Pat,
Oh,
only females.
Birthing people.
Only.
a biological female.
Yes,
Okay,
100%.
You're super straight.
I am.
Super straight.
I'm fucking dude. Black and orange all day. You know about super straight?
Hell yeah, brother.
What the fuck? You know how like they have Pride Month in June? We have super straight September,
Yeah.
and our flag is black and orange. You think I'm playing around?
Triple S, baby.
No, I'm dead serious.
It's a thing.
Look it up.
Okay.
Super
Oh, well.
straight.
You don't. Oh, because you're not. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
No, wait, there's no
I
judgment
mean,
here.
I mean, your
I
hat's
appreciate
saying
that.
yes, but your boots are telling me a different story.
Have you ever looked pussy?
They're fucking dope, man.
These are actually pretty
Don't
dope.
we fucking play around.
These are dope. Dude. They're probably expensive shit too.
Oh, $40.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Everything's cheaper. in
Yeah,
Canada.
send Isaac the link when you get a chance.
Yeah, send me this link. I want.
All right. So before we go, I want to talk to you a little bit.
Okay.
So you do cake,
Yes.
and what made you start doing that? And actually, your cake is fucking awesome.
My shit's pretty amazing.
It is pretty dope.
I make some good stuff. No, I mean, I got a letter one day saying, "Hey, man, your GI Bill's about to expire." And I was older when I joined the military, so college, I was just like, I'm not interested in this shit. I'm 28, when I joined. So,
Well, thank you
by
for
the
serving.
Thank you. By the time I got out, I was just like, whatever. I was just worried about focus on getting a job, whatever. And then one day I got a letter saying, "Hey, your GI Bill's gonna expire. You should probably use it." I'm like, man, I'm in my 40s. What do I want to do? I mean, I'm computer literate as fuck, man. So I didn't want to do anything like that.
You definitely don't have to worry about people hacking into your Instagram.
Yeah, no, I don't even. I don't have that, you know. So I was like, well, I like to eat, you know.
She's still looking it up too, or she's still looking. How do I do it, Chris? Help me.
It's over.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah,
Just say
I
goodbye
don't
to
know
it.
nothing about it. And I don't think you're getting back in. You know?
I found a person that said that he knew somebody that works in Facebook.
That's the
and
same
they got
guy.
him back in
Have fun with that rabbit hole.
The same guy that
Got your
you.
Yeah,
Just send me $20.
Yeah, just send me $20, cuz.
What's up, cuz?
Nobody talks like that.
People do talk like that, actually.
Well, not.
Debatable.
I used to hang out in South Central a lot, so
I just called him on the phone. It sounded like he talked like that.
That was not him.
Debatable.
Sounded
like him.
It sounded like he had a
Oh,
big
it
dick.
sounded like him. It looks a little
It
bit
sounded
like
like a 10-inch dick.
Yeah, definitely. About 10 or 15.
He does have a good dick.
And so you
Yeah, so I was like, well, what I like, I like to eat, and then I was like, I could probably, I think I'm a little artistic, you know, so I was like, I could probably cook. So we have one of the top culinary colleges in the country over in Louisville, so I was like, signed up for it and started culinary. Then I had to take a course in baking, and I fell in love with that shit. I was like, okay, how do I switch my major? So I switched over, did my baking and pastry arts degree. Still had some money in my GI Bill left over, so then I went and finished my culinary degree, and that's it.
Good for you, dude. That's awesome.
That's fucking awesome, yeah.
But there's no money, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm 50 now, so I can't just quit Ford and go work as a fucking guy cutting vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Like a sous chef.
Yeah.
Because there's no money in it. I have bills and stuff, so I was like,
And you
ah.
have to. I mean, the hours are shit too.
Yeah, yeah. And I heard bad stuff about the, you know, that industry, man, like drugs and all that stuff. And I can't. I'm too old. I can't
Fucking
fuck
racking
around.
them lines.
Yeah, I can't.
Look at. She's like, I need to join in.
I need to be a chef.
I want
somewhere.
to cook.
No, I'm confused where. I don't know. I got lost somewhere at the part about.
Racking lines?
No. Why can't you make money doing the?
Well, because there's
It's
you gotta
shitty
start
money.
at the bottom, and there's
Yeah.
just no money. I mean, it's $12 an hour.
You have to
I
do. You
can't-
have to be in the industry for like
Yeah,
5+
because-
years to actually
Well, why
start
can't he
seeing money.
start his own business?
Well, you could do that, but I have.
Why didn't he think of that?
Yeah, I mean, if I was 20, you know, 25, I would throw everything into the wind and just go for it. It's so scary when you have, you know, mortgage, 2 car notes, an expensive lifestyle, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. So it's
A
like, I
friend
can't-
that a friend that doesn't have a penis.
Yeah, you know, I bake on the side and for whatever, you know, weddings, birthdays, whatever. So,
So you do it like a side hustle?
yeah,
What's
I
the height-
try, but my girlfriend keeps giving my shit away for free. Oh, don't worry, I'll do it, and I don't even mind like giving my time and my talent.
Yeah.
But pay for the supplies. Like I'll
They don't
spend
even pay for the
$200-$300 for stuff, and people expect this cake for free.
Yeah. Huh.
And
Sounds like
because
someone,
Kalina said this is our gift.
sounds like
Oh,
someone I know.
okay.
So in reality, it's like $1,000 cake if you were to go out there and buy it free.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But they're
500
getting
easily.
it for free.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my girlfriend's like, "Well, I'll pay you." Well, what's the point of that? That's like putting money from my left pocket in my right pocket, and you know, like being happy about it. Like we got a joint account. Like,
You look like
Robbing,
you
robbing
went,
Paul to pay Peter.
you went
exactly.
you went like Benjamin Button. Like when you were in the like 117, you look old as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And then now you just like young.
I don't feel like I looked old as fuck. I think I looked older. I think compared to you 18-year-olds, I probably looked a little older, you know?
No,
But,
but I
But
mean,
he's saying you aged well. He's what he's saying.
no. Now you look young.
My
You
age?
look younger
Like,
than me.
well,
You know, you just said 50. I'm like, no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
But like when you were 28, you looked 50.
Right.
Is it maybe
So I'm just trying to-
maybe it's the facial hair?
It might be the facial hair.
might be.
It might.
When it's bigger, I definitely
Yeah,
look
I mean,
older,
you
'cause
and
it's all,
you
like,
and Tim are
blonde and
showing like
shit.
you have really good beards.
I do have a good beard.
Well, you got a Joe Dirt kind of shit
feel like
going
he
on.
has good
No,
skin.
no.
Good
I
skin
feel
for
like
a
It's
woman.
it's
It's
pretty
patchy.
No, it's not really patchy.
It's full.
Okay.
What do you use on your
That's
beard?
full. That's
no, it's full.
What do you use
Yeah.
on there?
I have.
he's been
beard
growing
oil.
out. He's been growing out since pandemic's time.
No, no.
That's your COVID beard?
So what it is
Yeah.
California has a haze.
Yeah.
Like it's like foggy.
Yeah, I saw
and-
that driving in here.
Yeah, yeah, and
Buildings,
you
yeah.
can't see because you're used to Kentucky.
Oh, okay. So I don't have the California eyes.
So you look closer at the beard.
Oh shit, man! Santa
Told
Claus,
you.
Yeah.
fucking Santa.
Fucking, I said it.
Yeah.
The
Do you have
fuck
your
is
Do
going
you have
on?
your beard oil right here somewhere?
Oh.
It's been a while since he put the. I mean, he stopped because he has a full beard, but
Yeah.
he used to put it on before every show.
to generate growth.
Oh yeah.
No, it just helps with
Manage it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's so big. So what you do is you go this.
No, I know. I have that stuff at home.
Yeah, so you know about.
But I've had a beard down to my
Me
fly
too.
past my nip. Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. See, look it. See?
You don't need to put it up here. You don't have no hair up here.
It's not lotion. You don't gotta put it on your
It
cheeks,
doesn't do
dude.
anything for your puffy eye. Fucking.
See how it's like.
Yeah, it's shimmering.
Okay.
Oh shit! It got bigger.
It grew.
I
an
need to
inch.
cut it right now.
It grew an inch.
I need to cut it.
Don't
He's all
trip,
stepping
don't
on
trip
it.
on that beard, man.
You got the speaker working.
Yeah. Hey, Suzanne, by any chance, do you want to. Do you want to try this?
Get away from me with that.
Please, just once.
It's potpourri flavor.
No, thank you.
Can you
I'm
try this?
allergic. Whatever it is, I'm allergic.
Our friend, he's from Kentucky.
I would like to see what it does.
Okay.
Spray it on. Don't you dare spray that on me.
Oh, this is
Don't you
Texas
dare.
ass. She's from
Texas
Texas.
Do not spray that on me.
She's got a date afterwards.
Do not.
smell it.
Okay.
Don't.
Smell it.
No, give me that.
Smell it. Just smell it.
No.
Smell it.
No.
Smell it. No. Smell
No.
it. Smell it.
I'm not smelling it.
Smell it. I smelled
No.
it. Smelled it. I'm not spraying it. Did I spray on you? I just
Isaac.
sprayed on you.
No. Don't.
Okay.
Spray on
What
me.
did you learn, Brombauer?
What did I
Don't
learn?
spray.
Yeah, from our show.
Oh, that you guys are really fun.
Oh, thank
And
you.
this medium and spirit thing was really cool. Like
Do
I
not spray that on me.
I
Stop,
kind
we're
of always,
talking.
because I've never like actually talked or heard anybody talk that has experienced it. So when I see those shows on TV, man, it's like click, click, click. And I think it's BS, you know.
Did everything just
But
reset?
hearing that and stuff, I mean, it was kind of cool. Really, like, makes you think about things. Because, I mean, it can't just all be made up, you know. So, and it was great seeing you guys. I mean, 17 years, way too long, man. So I appreciate you having me.
I was so close to you last time, up
Yeah.
in Ohio.
Yeah, well, even like Higgins, he drove through Louisville because he was going to come to the amusement park in town. It was rained, and so they closed it. So he kept going to Indiana, and I'm like, you were 15 minutes from my house. Why would you not stop by? Oh, next time, bro. Like, oh, okay, thanks. Like then I was like, nobody likes me? Like, was I such an asshole? Like even looking for a room, like nobody offered. Hey man, you could probably sleep on the fun couch, whatever. I was like, damn.
I thought you were like with your lady.
Oh, that's what a lot of people thought, that I was with. Like, no, I'm here by myself. But
If I would have known.
Adam was like, well, I don't know what kind of shitbag you were, man. I didn't want to just offer my couch and you're some kind of fucking pedophile. You know, I got my kids in the house and stuff. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense a little bit, I guess. You guys, oh, yeah, that's stupid.
Stefan, what did you learn?
Are you serious right now, you guys?
This is disgusting.
Why are you guys doing that right now? We're trying
Open
to
the
finish the
door
show.
over here.
God.
Here, give me the bottle.
Or finish the
I learned
show.
that they're totally
I'm not gonna spray
stupid.
you. Give me the fucking bottle.
I don't trust you guys.
Oh, that's gross.
Why did I smell it?
All right,
Why would you do that?
what'd you learn?
I learned that you don't know anything about the Beatles. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm not a Beatles mark, bro.
Sorry, dude.
Oh god.
What'd you learn, Suzanne?
Oh god.
You need to stop wasting money on these disgusting bottles.
No, you need
Those
to buy,
are sponsors.
You need to buy the whole set.
And that Instagram sucks.
Or you're just an idiot.
No.
Yes.
Don't trust your friends messaging you.
I learned that you can't trust her with shit.
You're not a smart girl.
No.
I'm very smart, actually.
Oh.
Sean, what'd you learn?
Dude, Paul McCartney died back in like 65. That's fucking nuts.
June of 66, bro.
Oh, 66. My bad.
Oh god. That's
I am coming to you with this luscious
beard.
face of fur,
Furriness.
and I am telling you, we are fading to black. The crowd goes ape shit. As my skin glistens in these lights, we fade to black. The crowd goes ape shit, and we are fucking out of here. And as they say in Canada, peace.
Don't forget to fuck more.